What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today is the day. Today is the day, yo. It is time to get hype. It's time to get excited. We have episode 6, the season finale of Secret Invasion, coming at us tonight. And man, they have so much on their plate that they need to do in the terms of like sticking the landing and really getting everything together. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, I hope everybody is having a fantastic Tuesday night today. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. And you can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions, and all of those things that be happening along the lines on the different channels that I'm on. You feel me? I definitely appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and vibing, and I hope you are ready because, like I said, tonight is indeed Secret Invasion night. And that means that we are having the season finale, and we have no idea what is on the docket for tonight at all. Like, I mean, out of all the things, the only things that I could have guessed that happened in this show were Rhodey being a Skrull and maybe Ross also being a Skrull. Like, them two being Skrulls, you know, it's like, yeah, I can kind of understand that. You know what I mean? So, yo, I hope everybody is super hyped for this. Of course, we're gonna nerd out and talk about this. I'm gonna go through chat because you guys are blowing it up, of course. So I'm not gonna be able to read every single thing, unfortunately. I don't, I like to keep up with what you guys be saying and talking about, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with everything. But I'm gonna try. I want to know, what are your guys' thoughts, theories, and opinions on tonight's episode. We already have a bet going in the chat, so you guys can definitely hit !bet. Yes or no, depending on how you feel about that. I tried to make it rain a little bit in the chat, and especially because I saw, because you guys were really blowing it up before I was even live. Before the show was even live, you guys were like in the chat, talking it up, chatting it up. And that's just awesome, and I love to see that, and I hope we can get that going more. So betting is open for will Rhodey suit up tonight. Use !bet yes if you think he will, or !bet no if you think he won't, and then you can also put in a number after that. So I'll put in an example. I think Marsu is also putting an example. I do think that he's going to suit up tonight, and I'm going to bet 250 on it. So I'm going to put !yes and then 250. And then that will count towards a yes bet. And then if you think no, you can do that same thing. And it starts at 10. It starts at 10 for betting. So, you guys can get in there. And it's just Marvel Bucks. You know what I'm saying? It's just the Marvel Bucks here on the channel. Yeah. Super excited for the finale, Remy says. I am also super excited for the finale, baby. Can't wait, Brandon says. Yeah, bro, I agree. I agree. I definitely can't wait. Who's here waiting for the episode? Shout out to Lewis. Me when it comes out. I've been looking more at the negative buzz around this show, and I just want to thank everyone in chat for bringing none of that here. Yes, I agree. You guys are definitely dubs, and you definitely deserve a round of applause because there has been so much hate around this show. You know what I mean? Like, there's been so much hate around this show on Disney Plus. And just on Twitter and online everywhere, people have just been hating on this show for every reason that they could possibly do. And I'm just happy that we're here and we're able to appreciate this show and just kind of be able to just appreciate this, because that's what it's all about. It's being able to appreciate it and expanding this universe that we've already been introduced to and introduced into. You know what I mean? Like, we already know so much about this universe, and it's shows like this that make it worth it to pay attention to all the stuff. If you're a huge nerd, and even if you're not a huge nerd, you know what I mean? Either way, you are you're here to enjoy what's happening, and that's how all of this nerd content should be. It's created to be enjoyed. It's also created to be critiqued and dissected and all that stuff. But if you're not enjoying first and then letting everything else come next, it's always gonna put a negative experience on the view that you have. Especially if you're going into it with comparing it to something else rather than understanding that it's a continuation or something else like that. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that, I just want to preface that, and also shout out to Mari Sue, because for sure, I really agree with that. Like, there's not been a lot of negative buzz in the chat. Like, for She-Hulk, there was an abundance of negative, stuff in the chat, and that was crazy. So, I just appreciate, hey, shout out to Sionat for subscribing. Welcome to the Super Fam. My G, definitely join the Discord so you can join all the Super Fam chats there. All right, let's make a poll. We got the bet going already. Let's get a YouTube poll going. Do you think other heroes will show up for the finale? All right, we got that going in there now. This show sucks. LOL, JK. Can't wait to see what happens. Yeah, yeah, I feel you, bro. It's about damn time. Let's get it started. Episode over 15 minutes, or we riot. I agree with that. Yes, sir. Where y'all watching it at? We're watching it on Disney Plus, bro. We're not Pirates of the Caribbean around here, brother. Unfortunately. Hello, brothers. What's up with it, bro? I hope you're doing good, Cavs. Definitely hope all of you guys are doing good tonight. If they can give Hawkeye finale 1 hour, they can do the same for this show. Hey, that's true, but the Hawkeye show was a lot different and a lot weirder, right? Disney Plus hasn't came out for me yet. Yeah, the show will come out at 11:50, so in about 6 minutes it should show up. Disney, I don't know what Disney. Then I am gonna come back here and talk about it. Oh, you're gonna watch it on Disney Plus and come back and talk about it? Yeah, we used to do watch parties, but for some reason, the way that their watch parties work is everyone can pause, play, and do all that type of stuff on it. So we had to stop doing that because, that's just lame. People come in and start trolling and mess with the viewing experience for everyone. And that's just lame. Can anyone pause? I'm just Googling it right now just to make sure that they haven't updated it or anything. Can anyone pause the show on Disney Plus? Watch. Is it called the Watch Party? On Disney Plus Group Watch. Y'all think Rhodey will suit up? Yeah, shout out to Dang Food, because that's why the bet is even going on right now, is because Dang Food dropped that question and I seen it, so I just kind of put that bet together real quick for it. It's a pirate life for you, matey. For real. How is everyone doing? Yeah, that's right. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are all doing good. Zeke, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a good one, man. We Are Cave what? It's been coming out week to week? Yeah. It's coming out around 3 o'clock. Yeah, if you guys are Eastern Standard Time, then yeah, it does come out around 3. And I don't know what time it comes out for everyone else. I'm sorry. It comes out at midnight Pacific Standard Time for me. But that's why I always just say it's coming out in 4 minutes or 10 minutes. So we don't have to do all of that calculating. It is time. Yeah. Hit that like button as soon as you come in. That's right. If you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a huge, fat, juicy like on the stream, because it's about to be vibey today, yo. It's about to be very, very vibey today. I can already feel it, man. We're about to have a lovely one, man. I'm super excited for this, yo. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms, on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all of the things, at Sensei Finito. Stay up to date with all the things that I cover. I'm going to be talking a whole bunch about this show after tonight on my TikTok. Like, probably next week really is when, like, I feel like spoiler bans will lift probably next week, because bro, you have a week to see the show, and at least for us here at Marvel Bros, we try to give people like at least a week before we start going crazy spoiler with stuff, and then if we don't, then we talk about it specifically. So but with all that being said, yeah, we're definitely going to be on TikTok with it, talking about all this stuff. And I got some scoops for you even after the show tonight that I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to ruin anything on what's going to happen tonight. But after tonight, we're going to talk about after tonight's episode, we got a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of shit to break down. You're going to see me already like kind of knowing a little bit of things and being like, oh shit, yep, that's what we do. So just wait for those nods, man. Just wait for those nods because it's about to get super spicy. Sheesh, had to change my name. Hey, I feel that, Merc. I know a lot of people don't like to have their names, especially because I be having it all blown up on here. So, I feel that. Does either real or Skrull roadie count? Yes, because I wasn't specific. So any roadie suiting up in the suit counts at this point, because even if it's real roadie, that's like a double thing. So maybe I'll give out double points to people that guess yes. But if it's not real roadie, then it's just like the regular thing, right? The pot right now is $683. 683 Marvel bucks right now. So y'all definitely get in on that bet. Do you think roadie will suit up tonight? Yes or no? Exclamation point bet, and put your thing in and put in a little bit of bread afterwards. And if you don't have any money, you can, if you want to know how much money you have, just put exclamation point wallet in the chat, and then you can find out how much your wallet is sitting at, and then maybe you might get a little bit blessed, because I'm feeling happy tonight to give out some Marvel bucks to everybody because it's a vibe, you know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying. I don't bet, I don't bet. Rip. Hey, it's all good, Cavs. My mom doesn't bet either. But if I had to guess, Rhodey will not suit up. Skrull Rhodey can't suit up. There is a reason he has no suit. Ooh, okay. I feel that. Marisu bet 333 off the rip. Okay, she's thinking it's gonna happen. Mike Davis says, honestly, I've been digging this show, but this is the type of show, if it doesn't stick the landing, then this whole show becomes a disappointment. But at least we've seen some superb acting, though, throughout, in my opinion. I can understand how you could feel that way. For me, I feel a little differently about it, just because I feel like I know that this episode isn't going to answer every single question, because Armor Wars is going to handle a lot of things of what's going on within this show. The Marvels, I believe, is supposed to kind of do some things, so just kind of be wary of that. You know what I mean? Agreed. Okay, so you guys don't think that Skrull Rhodey can suit up, huh? I could feel that. I could feel that for sure. I mean, it would make a lot of sense if he couldn't, right? Like, I would not be surprised if Skrull Rhodey could not suit up. Let's see. Okay, you guys are going crazy in the chat. Mike Beasy says episode is up. Okay, ladies and gents, this is not a drill. Exclamation point wallet in the chat. If you guys need to bet on that, all that good stuff, everything is live. We're about to get it popping. This episode is titled Home, and it's only 37 minutes. What the hell is that? 37 minutes. We fucking riot immediately. Are you kidding me? We riot immediately. Oh my God, we riot immediately. Are you kidding me? All right, y'all. Before we get into this watch party, I hope everybody is ready. I hope everybody has, went to the bathroom and done all the things that they need to do, because once these watch parties start, it's just an onward train from there. If you guys have pressed play already, shame, because we press play around here together. But if you guys haven't got all your stuff ready, if you don't have any snacks to get on, to munch on, then go and grab you some popcorn.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bond Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
That is right. And shout out to Dom's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn for always coming through with the popcorn that is bomb and gourmet. Okay, everybody just close your Disney Plus apps and reopen them if you do not see the episode, because that's what you have to do. It will not update with the new episodes if you are in the app. So you have to close the app and open it back up if you're not seeing the show just yet. All right, so don't be scared, don't worry, because the episode is up. That's kind of why we do the ad right before and all that, so you guys have ample time to close out your Disney Pluses and open them back up so we can get into it. Betting is still open, so definitely don't forget to bet. !bet, !wallet to see how much you got. Deadpool, I saw you bet $3,000. You ain't got $3,000 to bet, bucko. All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the season finale of Secret Invasion, titled Home. Let's get it on. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited. Let's go. Let's go. Drop all your last thoughts and theories in the chat right now. Everything that you want to see, everything you want to happen. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey. Tell me something. Christopher Baker, I didn't see you. Let's get you some books. Well, damn. Are they attacking? Wait, are they attacking the Skrull compound right now, G? Oh, shit. No, they are attacking the Skrull compound. It's just Fury. Let's go. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in it. We don't skip intros around here either. We watch the intro because we get to talk about the opening scene and all of that good stuff. So far, it seems that we're right off to like into the action of the what's going to be going on. It may be possible that we're not getting no heroes, yo. The way that started just now, it kind of doesn't seem like any heroes are showing up tonight. Not gonna lie, I am super interested in knowing what the hell is gonna happen in tonight's episode, though. I'm hella nervous that this episode is only 30 minutes, though. Like, whose idea was that, right? Let's go. I don't think any will now. Yeah, Merc. I don't think we're gonna see any. I don't think we're gonna see any show up. That's not the opening I was expecting, but I'm here for that opening. But I was not expecting it. Like, I really don't know what's gonna happen in this show now. Like, but I already said that I have no idea what's gonna happen in this season finale. First 3 episodes gave us high expectations for the show length. Yeah, I think that's happened multiple times. Show length definitely matters, especially getting deeper into a season. Unless it's just a full-blown bang right off the back. Okay. Oh shit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the president is not going for none of it, yo. Damn. Oh shit. What the hell is he doing? Is he just pop? What? Yo, Nick Fury, bro. He's walking through radioactive territory, just popping Vicodin like that shit helps. I guess I don't know. Okay, now I am super nervous for all the humans that they're keeping there. Like, what? Wait a minute. Those the iodine pills Gravik told him to bring. I figured it was some iodine. I figured that it was something like that. It's just like, bro, that's some gangster shit. Like, he just walking through doing it. I didn't care how the other humans. Yeah, how are the other? Like, I feel like maybe that's why he knows about the iodine. Yeah, see, look. Damn. Oh man, Fury gonna drink anything. Yo, we about to go crazy. Oh shit! Oh! Nah, the foot marks drags is crazy. Invisible cloak and shield. Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh shit! Oh shit! What in the hell? Yeah. Damn. Oh damn. I have. I am. Damn, and then my guy got brought back. Who is that going through? Is it Gaia that's going through? Or bruh, who is who? What is what? Is Nick Fury the one going through the building, or is Nick Fury actually at the compound with Gravik? Is Gaia the one that's actually at the compound, or is she the one, like... How long is the episode? 37 minutes. I refuse to look at the time. Outrider. They dropping mad names right there just now, G. I gotta see what that said, yo. We definitely gotta go back and check that after the stream for sure, for sure. Was it her? Was it her going crazy like that the whole time? Wait a damn minute! Wait! It's Gaia. Oh shit! What the fuck? So is she now a super Skrull? Just like he is super? Bro, what? Oh shit! Bro, does she now have all of the powers of... That's Drax's arm, son! What the hell is going on? She shrunk! Wait, what the fuck is happening? Oh my god! What's going on? Oh my, bro! What's happening right now? Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh my, bro! Holy shit! That looked really good, yo! Facts. Who's... Oh, that's Ebony Maw! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Hulk's foot! Oh, my... Bro. 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 What? Oh! Oh! Did that? Did that just? Did that just happen? Oh shit! Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm low-key like shaking, bro. That was the craziest fight I never thought I need. Like, that fight was honestly... that fight. Whoa. Oh, oh, hey, it's Rhodey. It's Ross. Rhodey looks like he's still in his uniform from the hospital. Bro, so when he broke his leg, question after question after question after question. Bruh, so since Endgame? Since Civil War, I mean? Civil War? Oh. We will kill every last one of you is not that's not the take I was expecting, not gonna lie. Ooh, I like that. There's still a lot of episode left. I accidentally moved my mouse. Are we going back to Sword? Bro. Is he a Skrull? Like what? What? Bro, there's definitely not an in post credit scene because this entire shit is a post credit scene. What? Hey. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yo, I literally was just talking about on Marvelous Monday. Oh my god. I was literally just saying that the Skrulls and the Kree are about to make peace, and that is gonna make way for. Bro, I was just talking about this. This is insane. Oh. All right. And I love this show. I love this show. This was just fantastic. Yeah. Is that how it ends? Whoa. Hot diggity damn. Bruh, that was a fucking 10-minute post-credit scene, and I honestly have no issue with that. Holy shit. Yo, the MCU is about to go crazy. My bad. I gotta see what those names were. That I gotta get to that point to where the names was on the screen. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Bruh. All right. So this was a really banger of an episode for a lot of reasons, man. I think that this show did everything that I needed it to do, okay? And what that was I needed to know, like, the Skrulls are on Earth. I needed to know what that meant. I needed to know how many Skrulls there were. I also needed to know how many of them were bad, if they were all bad. I needed to know what was going on with Rhodey. I needed to definitely know what was going on with Ross, because I love both of those characters. And I needed to understand how much has been them and how much has not been them. And it's really good to know, at least with Rhodey, that all the stuff that we care the most about that is very pivotal for him was him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that like all the pivotal stuff that we know and care about when it comes to Rhodey up until Civil War. It's really up until Civil War, because the only time we just kind of see him sprinkled here and there throughout the universe. But I don't know if Rhodey would, but I don't know. I don't think that would be accurate though. You know what I mean? But like, we got literally all the things that I wanted, and we got one of the, I think that fight at the end was that was next level. I don't think we've seen Marvel do a fight on that level of a scale of everything kind of going on at one time between two characters using so many abilities, and being like that Captain Marvel. Once Captain Marvel's powers started going in, I'm pretty sure I saw someone say that it was Dragon Ball Z, and I really appreciate them using all of the things. Like, they used everything at their disposal. He literally said everyone spilled blood at the battle of Earth. Like, that 100%, that's what he said. And everyone used that was not a term that was used lightly. Everyone's blood was spilled and everyone's blood was used. I like that. I like the monologue, I guess you can say, that Gravik gave to Fury. I really like that. That was actually Gaia. Really like all of that was good for me. I know what they're gonna do for Gaia in the MCU after this, so I'm super hyped about it. And I'm super hyped about what's going to be going on with her new shit, with the new stuff that she comes out on. So, like, that definitely ups that for me as well. Like I said at the start, I didn't expect this to wrap everything up, and it did. Oh my god. And I know people are going to be pissed about this, because everyone wanted this episode to wrap up everything in a bow, and it just made everything worse everywhere. And I was really excited about that. Like, I'm excited about that, because whenever we leave the world in straight turmoil, it usually is a very good thing for the future of what's going to be going on, right? So, once we get to, like, Daredevil Born Again, I can't even imagine the level of how the street level shit is going to be going on. Like, it's going to be insane. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people are going to, like, leave out of the thought is this is something that's overarching, right? This is not something that's just, hey, we're getting everything we need in this one show. No, bro. When they said that there was 1 million Skrulls coming out, like, yes. Like, bro, yes, that's exactly what needed to happen, right? I like, you know, 1 million Skrulls are here. We need to see some crazy shit occur after that. We see the president has made some wild decisions, which goes directly into why Thaddeus Ross is going to be appointed president, right? Like, that's obvious, at least to me, that's obvious, right? The president's going crazy. People are murdering people in the streets now because of what he's doing, because of the things that he's said, and he's literally incited a whole new level of violence, and that is going to be spread throughout the entire world. As we saw, it was already spread throughout the entire world. Bro, and that means that's the political unrest is at an all-time high in the MCU. Like, not only has we just went through all of that shit, but also, guess what? Now we have a literal war on Earth. And it's like, hey, like, that dude literally shot a lady just because he's like, you know what? She's not thinking the way that I need her to think. She gotta be an alien. Like, I've seen her blink one time and it was like, her eyes went like this. You know what I mean? So she's an alien. Kill her. And I think that adding that type of into the fray, period, is amazing. I think that's amazing. I love that they also kept the Super Skrull look no matter what they were using. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't expect that for whatever reason, but I really appreciated that. It showed, like, just it pays homage to how the Super Skrull works from the comics, right? Like, because in the comics, Super Skrull is, you know, Flame On and not Flame On, but you know what I'm saying, Johnny Storm and the Thing and then this leg and then that leg, all of the things, right? Okay, we got to end that poll because no one showed up, and we got to end the bet because Rhodey did not suit up. So we got to pick a winner for that, and the answer is no. All right, boom. And I just really appreciated that, man. I'm not going to lie. I really did appreciate seeing the arm going to something different and this going to that and that doing this. Like, all of those type of things are really dope to me, at least. I liked it because, once again, it pays homage to what we already know the Super Skrulls are and how they look. And since we don't have the Fantastic Four, they can't look like that. But guess what? When we do get them at some point, we can get that. Yes, I'm all the way there for everything that just happened. Everything that happened with that. And we're gonna talk about the stuff with Gaia and all of that. As we're gonna talk about that because I know that's gonna be in chat somewhere. So we'll jump onto that. Let me just continue with my thoughts of the episode first. Let me know how you guys felt about the episode in the comments right now. And yeah, so we'll talk about that. Let's see. I really think that we are getting the MCU is insane right now. Like, okay, think about how we left the boys in season 3, I think that was, right? At the end of the episode, what happened? Homelander laser visioned the dude in the audience that was going crazy and people started clapping, so we know that went insane, right? So that's what kind of happened here, but to the max. And it will now ripple throughout the rest of the MCU, at least when it's Earth level thing, right? Like, oh, bro, like, yes, man, like, that was all, like, yeah, the story plots and the things that we're getting in there, it's all really good, man. I think we're gonna have a really good time in the MCU in the future, and this is one of those pivotal moments in the MCU where things are going to branch off into the rest of everything, and it's going to become, like, right now, I know people are going to be talking so much shit about this, like, for real. I know people are going to be hating on it for every reason under the sun as well. And you know, I'm going to address all of that as I do. But I think especially because Secret Invasion is not even a very good, it's not one of those amazing storylines in the comics either. So, like, that's why it's kind of funny that a lot of people were like, yo, this could have been an entire saga in itself. Like, nah, son. But I do think that what we got from this is basically on par with what I expected to get. Actually, it's actually way more because of that last Skrull fight that we got. That shit was insane. That shit was insane. That shit was insane. They were flying, they were doing all the shit. Insane. I really like that. Once again, I know people are gonna nitpick it to all hell, but bro, their body parts were freaking changing. Like, when bruh's arm turned into Ebony Maw's arm and he just started doing magic like nothing, peak, man. That was awesome. I loved what that was. I'm not gonna lie, that was some peak shit right there. I need to see some Dragon Ball Z shit, and like, I need to see Dragon Ball Z in this. Like, yo, those beams and shit. Yeah, give it to me. And I think they did a good job with the visual effects as well. Oh my gosh, chat is going crazy. Okay. All right. We're gonna jump into chat. I stand by everything that I have already said about this show. I loved this show. I think the show actually did I think it did a really good job. I do think it stuck the landing, especially because we know that this is going to be a thing to enter into other areas, right? Like, we know that this isn't just a one and done story. Like Secret Invasion is going to is having its own quote unquote mini saga within the MCU, and I think that's one of the reasons why Kevin Feige has initially said, like before we even started this saga that we're on now, that he's trying to kind of move away from a lot of that type of stuff, right? Like I'll move away from a lot of those things. So, he doesn't want to look at phases the same way and all that. And the more we look at the MCU, the more sense it makes, because it's not like, oh, phase 1 is going to be ground level, and then phase 2 is going to be cosmic, and then phase 3, or you know what I'm saying. It's not like that, bro. Everything is everything everywhere. Like, everything is everything. You know what I'm saying? This is not just, hey, all right, this arc ends now just because this show is over, or this arc ends now because this movie is over. No, these arcs are interconnecting, and it weaves way beyond just that. And I think that's amazing. All right, we're going to jump into chat and see how you guys are feeling, and I hope everyone has dropped their thoughts and theories into the chat. If you guys liked the season finale, let's get a 1 in the chat. If you guys did not like the season finale, let's get a 2 in the chat. If you guys liked the season finale, let's get a 1 in the chat. Let's get a 2 in the chat if you did not like the season finale. And of course, a 3 in the chat if you don't even know what just happened. Like threes in the chat if you don't even know what just happened. All right, like I said, we're jumping in the chat. It's about to get popping. Before we do, if you guys are feeling a little tired, if you guys are feeling a little sleepy, I got something for you. I'm Sensei Fito, a.k.a. Vane Sensei, and I'm here with my bro.
Yo, y'all already know it's Vane DeVito, bro. We up in here, man. Today, we came with a little surprise for y'all, which was a little surprise for us as well. Nice. And we've been waiting on this surprise. So y'all see it. Y'all see it.
You feel me?
Little delivery box.
We got the little box,
you know what I mean?
From none other than Glitch Energy, yo.
Yo, big glitch out here. You know what I'm saying?
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it like a sauce, shake it like a glitch, shake it like a glitch, shake it like a shake it.
We in there.
Ooh, it smells dumbass good.
Fire? Ooh.
This is the starter kit. I believe it starts at $15. We got the shaker, 5 flavors. I'm not sure if that's how it comes. That's what they sent to us. So we definitely appreciate that. But y'all definitely check it out. Tell us what your favorite flavor is if you've already tried it.
I'm on go mode. I'm on go mode. Bitch, I'm on go mode.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go get you some Glitch Energy, man. I'm not gonna lie, I love me some Glitch Energy. And use code VANE to get 10% off your purchase. It's popping, for real. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's see how everybody is feeling. Okay. Oh, we acting tonight, brother. Acting was through the roof. I loved it. The acting was incredible. Are you streaming this? Not streaming the show. No, I'm not streaming the entire show because can't do that. Is this Gaia? It was Gaia. Isn't that crazy? Can't believe it, yo. Once again, 1's in the chat if you like this season finale, 2's in the chat if you didn't, and 3's in the chat if you are confused as to what the hell just happened. Yeah, it was Nick Fury. I didn't think it was Nick Fury going through the house. I'm not gonna lie to you. What's going on? Yeah, I feel you, Bryce. Yo, I feel you. Yo, Merc. Yes, this just turned into DBZ. Yeah, Marisu, it definitely turned into DBZ, and it was crazy. OMG, what's the rest of the episode then? I had that same feeling around that time. I was like, okay, we gotta have more to this. What is it? You know what I mean? What's going on? No after credits, so don't waste your time. I honestly don't think we needed an after credits with that, because literally the entire episode was like half of the episode was a post-credit scene. Like, I want everyone to understand that half of that episode was a post-credit scene. It's about to get crazy, bro. It's about to get crazy. Well, now we know why Thunderbolt Ross will soon be president. Hey, this is facts, Mike Beasy. Thunderbolt Ross is going to be president because our acting president in the MCU's acting president is freaking insane. He has went crazy. He has called out for an all-out war in the streets for just straight murder, and that's insane, bro. I don't understand why that would even be his idea, but it's probably because of how close he was with Rhodey and how close Skrull Rhodey got with him. You know, Rava was playing that part for a fat minute, bro, and that's insane. That's insane. So really, who do you trust? Damn. The political unrest is about to be crazy. No! Yeah, I know. That was insane. I love it. Yeah, that was crazy. Whole conversation at the end was just that whole conversation at the end between Nick Fury and Vara was literal setup for the Marvels, and then the things that happened within the end with the president are setups for Captain America Brave New World and for Armor Wars. This show has literally set up the rest of, like, it set up the rest of the MCU as far as what's going on in the governmental level, because we know we've kind of split things up within the MCU here on Marvel Bros, and it goes multiple ways, right? So we start at ground level. So you have your ground level heroes, like kind of you would put ground level as what happened in Hawkeye. That's definitely like a ground level thing. Miss Marvel is very ground level. Well, it is ground level ish because of how it dealt with DOD. That is very ground level ish of it. What else? Spider-Man is usually a ground level type of thing. Daredevil is very ground level. And then the next level above that is the government things and the government shit that's going on, right? So in that government area, that's where you would have Secret Invasion, what's going on with the Skrulls. You would also have, I guess you can also put WandaVision in there because of Sword and Saber and stuff like that. But that's kind of, WandaVision kind of teeters on two scales, right? As most things will for moving forward. And then you have, I already said Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Secret Invasion. I guess you could put Black Widow in there. You know, that's being more of the government level things because you're getting more of a inside look at all those type of things, right? Okay, next level, then you go after you go from government. That's when you start going to the big level threats, and that's where you get more of your Avengers type of things going on. More Avengers, old Age of Ultron, and not necessarily Avengers 1. Or even Infinity War and Endgame, because that's more cosmic level stuff once we get to that level, right? So once we get to the Avenger level threats, we're talking about that will be our new Young Avengers that we get with whatever they're dealing with, right? That'll be the big like our new Avengers and Young Avengers. That's the next level. And then once you go above that, that's when we start getting to cosmic shit. And okay, once we get to cosmic shit, that's the Marvels. That is okay. If you come back down here, you have Supernatural also in the realm next to the ground level and government stuff, right? That's also going on in like its own little pocket realm, and that's where you have Moon Knight, Blade, Echo, okay? Come back up. Now cosmic level, Captain Marvel, the Marvels. Miss Marvel's powers are very cosmic level. Hey, yo, shout out to AJG for joining. Hey, I thank you for subscribing, bro. Definitely appreciate you. Welcome to the Super Fam. Make sure you join the Discord so you can join all the super conversations. You feel me? You know, so that's where we get to that level of stuff. And then after you go from cosmic, outside of that is multiversal, and that's more Loki, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. You can even tie in a little bit of WandaVision into that. A Deadpool 3 is going to be in that category. Kang Dynasty will be in that category. You can take Shang-Chi and you can put him kind of in that supernatural cosmic realm because we don't really know what the hell is going on with him, but his movie was very ground level at the same time. So once again, it's like WandaVision where it hits multiple levels. You know, you hit this and that. So that's definitely, there's scales to that, right? And this show, I in my opinion, this show tackled every level except Supernatural. Like, this show tackled every level of Supernatural. Not just of Supernatural, excuse me. It's at every level of scale for the MCU that we have, except the Supernatural area. It hit it, right? So we got our ground level shit. We got that early on, kind of, right? We got our government shit. We got our Avengers level shit. Like, we got everything across the board. Yeah. So it's about to go. It's about to go. Yo, what's up with the Paul Wilson? My guy said tight. Yo, what's up with the G? Yeah, there's no post-credit scene. Skrull Alliance. Yo, we were just talking about this Skrull Alliance actually on Marvel Bros yesterday, on Monday. That was yesterday. If you guys don't know, we do Marvelous Monday every Monday where we're talking about a whole bunch of different things. So you can tune in to those shows. It's always a vibe on Marvelous Monday. But yeah, Skrull Alliance is a huge thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking that the main villain of the Marvels does not want this Skrull Alliance to happen. And that's what the whole thing is going to be about. Like them trying to diplomat the thing over and get all of that together. Not the whole movie, but that's like a big overarching thing is the pink Kree lady does not I'm pretty sure she doesn't want the alliance to happen for reasons, right? Just my opinion. Mad Max says, bro, yeah, that shit was crazy. Waste of Disney's money. Damn, I would like for anyone that did not like it to please elaborate. Disappointing finale in my opinion. Damn, I'm really not disappointed. I can't lie. I'm pretty disappointed. I can't lie. Not even a post-credit scene. Show was good, but unfortunately, last episode didn't stick the landing. It's hard for me to say that I can agree with that because I think this episode stuck the landing tremendously because these things are not stand alone, right? Like these things are not standalone things. It's bigger than that. So it's hard to expect a bookend for things that are going to continue to ripple throughout the universe of the MCU. Like Nick Fury's story can't just be bookended here because there's more stuff that happens. We can't just deal with all 1 million Skrulls because we also have to deal with where Rhodey has been. And now we know more about what Armor Wars is about, and Armor Wars is that much better because Rhodey is going to have to deal with Iron Man's tech being everywhere because he wasn't the one that was sanctioned over it. It was the freaking Skrull. Like just more and more plot points for the MCU. I love it. That was great. There's always going to be those that are never happy. I agree, Mad Max. Can't do anything about that. Can't believe Maria Hill dies for this. Bro, what? Yeah, she does. She does, man. That's how the world works, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Yeah, I loved it too. No disrespect, but you are on crack. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker. I sell it. Yeah, big cap. Yeah, big cap. It's okay. Who wanted a 5-minute CGI fight? Maybe you haven't seen Endgame. I don't know what you're talking about. Have you ever seen any Marvel movie? Who wanted a 5-minute CGI fight? Bro, what? I liked it, but so many questions left unanswered. We need a season 2. There will be no season 2, but we will have things rippling throughout the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to see more. You're going to see more, like a lot more of what we saw from this. Corvus Clave, yeah, we saw anybody that can name all of the stuff that we saw, at least most of them, you'll get 500 Marvel books right now. 1,000 Marvel books. IDK, I kind of assumed that Rhodey couldn't walk that well. That since he couldn't walk that well, I assume he got switched into a Skrull after the fall injury. Yeah, after that is the only thing that we can be sure of is that it was after the fall injury. It's very likely that Captain Marvel was talking to a Skrull when she was like, "Oh, he has my number," and he was like, "No, he does. No, I don't. I don't know why she said that." And like things like that, you know, like with Rhodey. Wait, did she say that? No, that was with No, that was with Hulk. That's my bad. But I'm talking about in Endgame when he was there and he was talking and he said something about her hair or something. He said something. They had a discussion together. I'm pretty sure that may have been a Skrull, but we really don't know that for a fact. Not gonna lie, this was my favorite episode. The twist could have been spicier. Not gonna lie, this wasn't my favorite episode. The twists could have been spicier. Yeah, but I don't really think it was supposed to be twisty. Right? Like I think that's one of the biggest things. I don't think the season finale was supposed to be twisty. You know? He's on crack because he doesn't share the same opinion as you. OMG, I just got done with it. I don't even know how to put it into words. What did y'all think? Opinions are everywhere. Opinions are welcome here. Just keep it civil at all times. Exactly. Facts, Marisu. And Marisu will come through with the Banhammer if you come through on that bullshit. My episode ranking worst to best is 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. Okay. I feel that. I don't really rank episodes because it's supposed to be taken as a whole anyway, you know? This gives me metamorpher type of vibes. I love it. Okay. The finale was kind of weak for me personally. Okay, I would love for you to explain why it was weak for you. I would love all you guys to explain why it was weak for you. No cap. This episode wasn't of Disney's money, a waste of hard work for the VFX artists, and a waste of time. If you could give reasons instead of just kind of saying the same thing over and over again, that would be dope for everybody, I think. Okay, so now Gaia is the most powerful person in the MCU. Stupid. Nothing you can say will make that cool. Everyone's powers. Come on now. I wouldn't say that she's the strongest person in the MCU. I don't know, because she can't. I don't know about that. I don't know. We don't know the lengths of the powers. So I won't say that that is what that is, because, you know, for a long time we were kind of under the understanding that it kind of takes a lot out of the bro to be a super Skrull, and a lot of the stuff isn't refined as well, right? Like the things weren't refined or whatever the case may be, and that's why they needed this, because shit was wrong or whatever. So we'll kind of have to see what's going on with that, but I don't think she's the strongest at all, especially when we have some really strong heroes in the world, and it's like she is only able to tap into a fraction of that power. It's no way that she is as powerful, you know what I mean? Seeing them fight against each other was dope, but, you know, I think that's one of the reasons why Gravik wanted to have an entire army of them, or at least multiple of them, because I don't think that just having one Super Skrull is enough to beat, you know, like all of, like, even Carol Danvers. Like, just to be honest, I don't think that's that. I don't think that would happen. You know what I mean? I don't think that would happen at all. Like, just in my opinion. But I do think she's strong as shit, and put into certain situations, she can do hella. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how strong she is, you don't match being able to tap into that raw power, you know? Being able to just use some of that power versus actually being able to tap into it, I think those are, for me, that's two completely different things. Like, even if she has some of Thor's power, there's no way she is now the God of Thunder. You know, she can just tap into the God of Thunder's powers, in my opinion. It was supposed to leave a bunch of questions unanswered. Yeah, 100%. Yes, and I think that's what a lot of people did not understand. You know, you don't usually go into a spy espionage show and leave out of it with everything you wanted to know answered. I don't know, like, at least I don't. You know, I mean, think about when we came out of The Winter Soldier. Think about when we came out of Civil War. We had no clue what was going to happen next. Like, we had so many, we still don't know why Cap just never said anything to Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many unanswered questions, but that's because that's how life is. Like, think about something right now that you don't know the answer to. You probably can't, because there's an abundance of things that you don't know the answer to. Shit, we in here right now talking about stuff that y'all don't understand from a show we just watched. So just imagine how, you know, stuff could be in just going crazy. Like, whoa. IDK, what to feel? I am not mad at it, but it's also not my favorite episode. I think that was, I don't know if I could say that was my favorite episode, but once again, it's hard for me to do pick episode stuff. I don't know why, but I look at everything as a whole and look at it as what it is. So I don't look at it as like, oh, this episode, that episode, this episode, that episode. You know, like, you know, in my opinion. I think there's a lot to come. Watch Gaia be the one to take out Kang. Man, I'm trying to tell you, y'all don't even understand. There is a reason why we are getting a shitload of powerhouses introduced into the MCU right now. There's a reason for that. And it's because when we get to this next Avengers level event threat type of thing going on, and the Avengers are going against all of these other things, like all these other Kangs and all that shit. Bro, it's not going to matter that we have a Carol Danvers. It's not going to matter that we have Thor. It's not going to matter that we have Photon. It's not going to matter that we might have Blue Marvel. It's not going to matter that we have Nova. Like, that shit is not going to matter when we're talking about the scale of these battles that we're about to have in the MCU. Like there's a lot of shit coming in the MCU, and we got to remember that. Like, Deadpool's entire movie is about going through the multiverse and pulling in mutants into the MCU. Like, bro, once we have mutants in the MCU, like, it's about to be different. Y'all don't understand how yes, these characters are all hella strong, but shit is nerfed like a lot. So once we start getting these other characters that are even stronger than the characters that we've got, and these characters start breaking through their ceiling, like, every show that we have gotten more and more powerful characters. So, like, if you guys are thinking that Gaia is somehow stronger than Wanda, like the Scarlet Witch, like, I'm telling you, like, we might have to understand how power scaling and all this stuff actually works for these stories. You know what I mean? We're getting a little deep here now. When did Rhodey become a Skrull? So was Rhodey captured during Civil War or after? I think the only thing that we can say definitively is it's post Civil War, because he has the injury from not being able to walk from Civil War. So all we know is that from Civil War to where we are now, he got replaced somewhere in there. And they didn't give us that answer because we're going to get that answer in his movie, Armor Wars. We're going to get everything we need to know about Rhodey in Armor Wars. So it's like, there's reasons why we didn't get some of these answers, you know? And it's like, I would be super concerned and underwhelmed if we didn't have 4 different movies that are connected to this one show that are about, like, the Marvels, Armor Wars, Captain America, Brave New World. No doubt Thunderbolts is definitely going to have to do with some of the shit that's been going on in this show, especially with the Skrulls, like, for sure, you know? So we have 4 different projects that are all going to also connect to this one somehow, some way. So we got to you got to understand that they got to leave shit to be desired. Just finished watching. This episode was fire. I really wish we could have talked to the real Rhodey. Yes, I agree with that, Marisu, but I think I just kind of answered that too, which is crazy. I love how they worked around Super Skrull power set with the F4. They gave us the next best thing. Legitimately, they did give us the next best thing, so that way when we do get... Because it's not like we're never going to get to Fantastic Four Super Skrull. That's definitely going to happen. Even if they have to come up with... Even if it's like one of the followers of Gravik never stopped believing and was trying to find the cure or whatever for all these years. Even if they do that shit, right? It's still going to be just as satisfying when we get it. And then we're going to be able to be like, oh, you know what? This even makes more sense because we already know that the Super Skrulls can do that. So it's like they take the MCU... just does a really good job with storytelling on a grand standpoint and even on the small one when it comes to just the show. But I'm not gonna lie, I am always looking at the wider narrative as well, and I'm trying to make sure that the shows that we're getting benefits the wider narrative, because this isn't just a standalone. It is an entire universe. So each story, each show, each movie grows and expands this universe in some way, shape, or form. And it's unfortunately they don't have like an encyclopedia or a compendium filled with all the knowledge of the MCU. So it is up to a lot of us to do it ourselves with our own minds and stick and remember that this happened in that and that happened in this and all of that. You know what I mean? But that's why we here, because we remember. What if Rhodey did not witness Tony dying? Woo, that would be crazy. Can't believe the VFX artist who worked on this actually kept the garbage a secret. You're wildin', G. My guy's just throwing some crazy hate out. But hey, man, the reason why I'm done having the visual effects conversation is because We know that visual effects artists are overworked and underpaid. Not only do we know that that is the truth across the board for visual effects houses, we also know that the head of visual effects and CGI for Marvel was actually fired because she was doing favoritism and causing these shows to get backed up, having to be rescheduled, and was causing him to not have up to par CGI. So when we remember that did not happen it has not been 6 months, so it has not been a year since that happened. We know that most of these projects are going to be affected by that fact. We gotta understand, like, across the board, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to just say, oh, Marvel's $1 billion company, they should be able to do this. Like, yeah, they are $1 billion company, but they don't have their own in-house CGI studio. They're still outsourcing it to all these other studios, just like everyone else is, and that's why they're overworked, that's why they're underpaid, etc., 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 etc. So we're not gonna have the CGI conversation. We're just not, you know what I mean? We're not gonna have the CGI conversation. I assume it was after he got paralyzed, still in the hospital gowns. Yes, that is what threw me off and made me think that it's been since Civil War. But then again, it's like, well, no, everybody that they've caught was still in the same clothes. It's not like they changed anybody. So yeah, Bruh's been in there since Civil War. Yeah, I that's the best thing to say, is that he's been in there since Civil War. My ranking is 1, 2, 4, 3, 6, 5 for worst to best or best to worst, dang. You can tell he's been there for years. Yeah, for real. The MCU is starting to be the DCU. Never. Literal never. That's not even possible. When did Rhodey become a Skrull? Probably Civil War. He's in the hospital gown. Is that after Civil War? It has to be. I don't want it to be, but it has to be. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be right after Civil War. I think Secret Wars will pretty much be Avengers plus us U.S. government versus Skrulls and Fury, Civil War vibes. Oh, nah, bro. Secret Wars is going to be a grand scale multiversal battle that sprawls out into an entirely different saga of Battle World like mini series on Disney Plus and in movies, where we will see these heroes and characters fighting each other over and over again in every way possible. There's, like, it's insane. Like, it's insane that, yeah, it's just insane what's coming. This episode was amazing. I agree, Merc. I really did appreciate it. And I do. I can't agree. I can't agree because the comics had the Skrulls pretending to be Avengers, way higher stakes. That's not really, I mean, I guess I don't think it's way higher stakes. The reason why I don't think it's higher stakes is because the Avengers are just the Avengers, right? Like, hey, we do some messed up shit, it blows back on the Avengers. Yeah, let's do it. But the Skrulls took a page out of Hydra's book and infiltrated not just the United States government, not just a team of heroes, but the entire world. Like, they infiltrated the entire world, bro. I don't know. To me, that's a lot. That's some high stakes, because now you got the people that are making the rules, the decisions, the laws. I mean, and you know, in the comics, once again, you know, the comics didn't do the best. You know what I'm saying? But when you have when you have 1 million Skrulls on Earth, probably not all 1 million of them are evil, mind you. So if we take a fraction of it, let's say 150,000 Skrulls are evil, are bad Skrulls, right? Just 150,000, okay? And think about how we didn't even see 150, like, we didn't even see 1,000 Skrulls in the government, right? We just saw the government, right? We just seen some Skrulls in the government in different places. But guess what? There was a Skrull as the head of the whatever the hell we were, Russia's secret aid, like, what was it, SS, right? We got motherfuckers working for the president that are also Skrulls. We got people on the television that are feeding the people of the MCU the knowledge and the stuff that they know, also Skrulls. And not just that, but then we see these people getting murdered on television on the MC. Like, bro, the MCU is in shambles when it comes to the actual universe, bro. Like, I can't wait to see what happens next, man. I can't wait to see what happens next. What you think Fury is going to do now? Bro, luckily, we ain't got to wait too long to figure it out because we about to see it happen in the Marvels. The Marvels picks up maybe a couple months, a month after after what we just saw right here in Secret Wars. He's talking about literally the Marvels at the end of this episode when he's talking to his wife. He's talking about the Marvels and what's going to happen in the Marvels. Like, bro, yes. I think the hospital gown implies Rhodey has been there since Civil War. Yeah, he would have to be. Your bro just keeps saying the same thing. They still can be. I feel like Gaia could shape up to be a villain or something. I don't think so. But it's definitely possible that the other Skrulls have taken some of the Avengers' places. I mean, let's not forget that. That could still have happened, and we just don't know it yet. That's entirely possible. If they're on these teams, there's no telling where else they could be. Yeah, he needed help walking because he didn't have his like leg brace stuff. Fury has superpowers now. What? My guy Reaper, we got you, brother. I see. They helped you out, bro. I got you, man. I was like, hey, bro, what are you talking about? Wish they had more Skrulls with superpowers. Yo, shout out to Sim. Welcome to the super fam, my guy. I appreciate you. I hope you've had a good day, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you didn't, I would love for you to let me know why. Yeah. I think we'll see that. I really do. I think we'll see more Skrulls with superpowers somehow, some way. How? I don't know. But if there's 1 million Skrulls on Earth, they already made that serum one time. They can make that shit again. Once the super soldier serum was made, guess what? Every government in the world just tried to recreate that serum. Now, they might not know about the super Skrull stuff yet, our government, right? But if they did, they would be trying to remake it. The Skrulls that do know about the super soldier serum, not only do they know about it, but they also know about the lady and her husband that created it. So it's possible for something to still come up in the future. And then especially with the humans murdering Skrulls in the streets, they're definitely going to want to get some type of payback. They're going to need that back in blood in some type of way. The fight was the worst part, but I like how they ended the episode. Most of this was a bit rushed, though. 30 minutes isn't enough. I don't think the fight was the worst part. I thoroughly enjoyed the fight because that shit was insane, and the way that they everything looked really good to me. I don't know how it looked on everybody else's televisions or screens or anything, but for me, on my monitor, on my desktop PC here in my office, yes, I was all the way here for that. Like, tremendously, I was here for that. I honestly wanted to see more fighting. I wanted a little bit more fighting, and I kind of wish they didn't cut out of the fight to go back to the hospital. I wish we would have just got that fight wholeheartedly. Like, there's no way that was a 5-minute fight because we cut back to Fury and Ross hella time. Like, I mean, Fury and the President, not hella times, but enough to cut it up. Like, that fight had to be like 2.5 minutes at the most. It's just when shit is badass like that, you kind of get lost in the sauce. If they took Rhodey after Civil War when he got hurt, when did they take Agent Ross? It's very possible that they also took Agent Ross around that same time because didn't Agent Ross... No. Okay, this is probably what needs to happen. We have to look at what Agent Ross was wearing, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see where that getup could have came from, in my opinion. What happens to Ritson now because Cap 4 has a new president? Well, we still have, hey, yo, shout out to Monarch. Welcome to the Super Fam. I appreciate you. We still have some other shows going on, you know? Fury came back to Earth as shown in the Marvels. Yeah, Fury comes back to Earth again, but he comes back to Earth because of Kamala. Okay, I see some 2s. I see some 1s. I see some 3s. Some people were confused. 1, then 3, 2, and 3. Big 3. Okay. I feel it was rushed and something is missing. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people expected Maria Hill to come back to life. I feel like expectations were insane for this for all. I think all expectations for all Marvel projects have been insane and through the roof since we've started this saga of since after Endgame. Everything has been insane. Everything has been, oh my God, we're going to see this. We're going to see all of these crazy things and spectacles and things waving around everywhere. And it's not that. And we're not getting that. And I don't know what implied that we were. Like, for all intents purposes, before like we got these things, everybody was like, okay, we got to relax after this with the MCU so we can be able to get some more understanding with certain characters. And that's what we're getting. You know, we're getting way more understanding with these characters, getting them way more fledged out. And I love it. Man, look, hey, bro, it's been fire. 1 and 3, 1.5. I didn't dislike it, just a little underwhelmed. Okay, Marisu, I want to know. Like, I really want to know why you guys feel like, it seems like a lot of you guys are saying it feels rushed. What felt rushed about it, right? Like, what felt rushed? What felt rushed in what way? Like, do we feel like it just kind of ended very fast as a Koye Skrull? I highly doubt that. Like, do we feel like it ended too quickly? Do we feel like we wanted, like, what did we want more of, right? Like, what did we want more of? And then here's my question. If the thing that you wanted more of shows up somewhere else in the MCU, does that satisfy you? Or do you feel unsatisfied because you didn't get to see it in the thing that it was introduced in? You know, like, is that why it's not satisfying? Because you know you have to watch Armor Wars to figure out what's going on with Rhodey? Like, you know what I mean? Like, did you expect to get all of the answers in this one episode? Like, I kind of want to know how everyone is feeling just so we can gauge just the kind of the overall thought process of when we go into these type of shows, and maybe we can kind of like understand that, hey, you know, there's a little bit more that's coming and is going to be put on the table, right? Because it's not like Secret Invasion is over. Yo, what's up with the Arcalia? I hope you're having a good night tonight, and I hope you enjoyed Secret Invasion. Welcome to the Super Fam. I hope you join the Discord so we can have a lot of discourse. Hello. Fantastic. Yeah, I liked it. Enter for none. This was terrible, rushed, waste of time. This had more holes in it than a fishnet. Hated it. Why was it terrible? How does it feel rushed? Why do you feel like it was a waste of time? What are the holes that you're speaking of? Because I'm pretty sure, you know, that could be misconstrued. Worst episode of the series? Okay. It was great, not gonna lie. Okay. Ones? Gaia is now the most powerful character in the MCU. Gaia is nowhere near as powerful as the Scarlet Witch, and I don't know if she's... I honestly don't even know if she could hold her own against Doctor Strange. I'm just going to be honest with it. I don't think she could hold her own against Captain Marvel. I'm going to be lit. Like, just because she has everyone, like, all those abilities, I don't know, man. Because, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not with it, you know? Can't wait for the explanation they'll give us for Everett Ross. I'm pretty sure Everett Ross, I don't really know. Everett Ross is an anomaly for me. He could have been switched at any point in time. And yeah. It was a pretty good episode show. It was a pretty good show, but kind of a letdown. Okay, Hive. I feel you that. Well, I feel you. I can understand. I think I can understand how you guys are let down, because I really do understand. I feel like expectations are very, very high and very through the roof. So I can understand being let down, especially because just for a lot of reasons. I'm so mad. Yo, face the facts. How we feeling, yo? Really, they use CGI better for 220 million budget. I mean, the entire budget didn't just go to the fights, you know? And 200 is relatively low, in my opinion. Especially for as much stuff as they did. Because I know a lot of people don't understand how much stuff be CGI as well, you know? Like planes straight up be CGI sometimes. Like sometimes the whole plane don't even be there. It just be like a little part of the plane, and then they CGI the whole front and the back onto it. That helicopter explosions and all that type of shit. Yeah. Why they make her so OP for no reason? There's a reason. We just don't know what the reason is. You feel me? Like, hey, Thor is running out there with Eternity as a daughter, bro. We have power scaled people. We have people that are scaled through the roof right now with power levels. We gotta definitely understand that. This episode is bonkers. I definitely agree. We needed a bigger bang than that ending. Like what? I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it at all. Okay, Mad Max. I loved this show. I can't go episode by episode. It's very difficult for me. Never watching another show they put out again. Oh, my man is furious. They use CGI finally for 220 million budget. They've used CGI through every episode has had CGI, brother. Mr. Verse. Also, shouldn't everyone they rescued be poisoned from being at that compound? Very possibly, yes. But it is obvious that that thing that they put them in stasis with keeps them in somewhat healthy form, because my guy has been down there. If my guy's been down there since Civil War, he'd be dead if he wasn't getting fed and taken care of in some way, shape, or form. So I think, like, I will say that they should have addressed that with them in some way, and they may have in earlier episodes. It's simply saying something about, like, you know, oh, this machine does this or something, and we just kind of missed it. But I do agree that I could definitely accept that everyone leaving not being sick is a plot hole in itself for sure. Like, at least because they didn't explain it. Like, that is a plot hole. Like, it's like, hey, because that was the first thing I said was like, what the hell's going to happen to the people? But also, Fury was faking it the whole time, so we don't really know what the actual effects would have been. Right? Right? Like, we don't actually know what the human effects are, because that wasn't Fury. And Fury, like, that was Gaia pretending to be Fury, so she was faking the whole time. She actually wasn't dying from the radiation. So we really don't know. I love the series overall. First 5 episodes were fire, and the acting was top notch. Yeah, I agree. The first 5 episodes were fire. I low-key feel like they maybe should have made this like a 5-episode like thing instead of 6, because episodes 5 and 6 could have easily been together. I don't know, man. I don't understand the consensus around it. But once we watch, I think when we watch Armor Wars, we'll really be able to determine whether these movies and Disney Plus shows are actually created the right way. And I think Daredevil Born Again will actually be our first time in making a decision on if Disney Plus shows are actually good, because up until this point, the only Disney Plus show that we have actually got is Loki and Moon Knight. And that might be a little hard to think about. That might be kind of wild to think about, but those are the only shows that we have. because those are because everything else is technically a limited series because there is no season 2. You know, like there's not going to be a season 2 of WandaVision. There's not going to be a season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There's not going to be a season 2 of Miss Marvel, most likely. There's not going to be a season 2 of Hawkeye. There's not going to be a season 2 of Secret Invasion. So all of these things have actually been limited series. And the only things that have been shows is Loki and Moon Knight because those are the only ones that are getting season 2s. And She-Hulk, right? She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk is getting a season 2, possibly. Maybe not, but possibly. So we haven't really been subjected to a Disney Plus show yet. We've just been subjected to a lot of limited series and special presentations. And 2 shows, Daredevil's going to be a show. Echo is also going to be a limited series. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if something doesn't get a season 2, it's a limited series. But if it does get a season 2, then it's like a full-blown show. So, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of limited series, so I don't really understand, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I might be tripping. I don't think I'm tripping, though. Wish we got a little something of Rhodey at the end. Yes, I agree completely. But I understand why we didn't, because Armor Wars. And they're saving everything for Armor Wars. Armor Wars is going to probably give us all of the stuff, right? That's one of the best things about the MCU is something else comes out and then it makes other stuff better. I mean, that's always a plus for me. You know? Like, something comes out in a year and it makes something from 3 years ago amazing. Yeah. I'm just excited for a Battle Royale style Marvel movie. Secret Wars is going to be insane. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to be getting. It really isn't as bad as people are making it, but the ending was a little weird, but a good series overall. I don't know if it really wasn't weird for me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why it wasn't. I don't know why I don't feel the same way, for real. Like, I'm trying to think about, because I've been disappointed from Marvel, right? Like, Hawkeye had me disappointed as hell. I was furious. Like, you know, but these projects, they've been pretty damn good. Like, they've been pretty good. They've been good, and they've been accomplishing exactly what they want, yo. You'll be here for season 2. That's right, Face. You'll be here for season 2 of Loki, bro. And don't worry, we all gonna be here too. All of you guys can definitely come back because we gonna be doing watch parties for everything. We got watch parties for Ahsoka when that show comes out happening. We got watch parties, of course, for Loki season 2, Invincible, Gen V, all of the things that are gonna be going on. We're gonna be doing watch parties for. So you're gonna want to stick around. Fury is freaky for that Skrull booty. Hey, nah, the Skrull booty is crazy. Hey, but for real, I know people is going to say it's wild, but I even appreciated the way he kissed her as an alien because it showed that he loved her for her, and he did that shit to show her that I ain't grossed out by you being an alien. I love you, girl. Man, if that ain't love, I don't know what is. Is the Marvels event before Secret Invasion or after? The Marvels is before. Wait, the Marvels is right after Secret Invasion. I'm not going to say like, oh, he goes up to space and it happens immediately like that, but something similar to that. Man, I can't wait for Secret Invasion to get put on the Marvel timeline so I know where the hell it actually happens at. The Kree Skrull War and Inhumans mutant gene will lead to Secret Wars and incursions. Yes. Yes-ish. Gaia confirmed for Thunderbolts? Nah. I don't think so. Gaia is confirmed for something else, though. Actually, this is a good time to talk about that. So, Gaia will... As you saw at the end, Gaia got recruited by Downton Abbey lady, right? And she will go on to be a part of a team called Secret Warriors, and she will become. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. Abigail Brand. Yes. So she will go on to become Abigail Brand. If you guys don't know about Abigail Brand, she is a mutant in the comics, but in the MCU, she won't be that. Gaia's human name will be Abigail Brand, most likely. and she will don the green hair as a way to show homage to her father and show homage to all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So, boom. Boom. Yeah. So, boom. Gaia will be Abigail Brand, and Secret Warriors will come into the fray. And within Secret Warriors, that is where we will be introduced to Quake. And then that's where Quake will come into the fray from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and all of that will be fire. All of that will be fire afterwards. So was Stark's blood valuable? If it was valuable, it was because of like his genius brain cells or something like that. I can't believe how much I hated that ending. I have never felt so disappointed, to be honest. What y'all think? I just joined this live. I want to know why you felt so disappointed and stuff. Like, I'm all the way here for it, you know? Like, I'm all the way here for it. Nothing matters because of Kang, so all the movies and shows make sense being all over the place. Nothing matters because of Kang? I don't know. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. She'll replace the entire team. Now, we're not going to see her be on the Thunderbolts. She's going to be on the Secret Warriors. Lo-Fi, Stark's blood makes you a playboy. Facts. I saw Avengers 5. I saw early Avengers 5 scripts. I think that's possible, but I don't think you have. Thanos was right. Kang is going to mess. Yeah, facts. He is. Of course, because the title was Kang Dynasty. Yeah, Kang Dynasty is going to be insane. Moon Knight, Scarlet Witch, others versus Apocalypse. I don't know about that. There is a Daredevil and Spidey scene. And there's also a scene where Tom Holland Spider-Man will be Venom. Like, he'll get the Venom symbiote, and he'll actually fight against some X-Men. So that's going to be poppin'. The Gaia Dynasty is crazy. And Iron Lad. I don't know about Iron Lad. Stop lying, bro. No, it's been leaked for over half a year. I don't know if that's a fact. I don't know if that's a true. I don't know if that's true. But yes, it has. I know that some stuff has been leaked because like the script for the Marvels was leaked a while ago. The script for I don't know about King Dynasty being leaked though. You know what I mean? I know some other things have been leaked. I haven't heard anything from my guy Mike Beasy, aka Scoop Master Flex. Yeah, if I don't hear it from Scoop Master Flex, then it's probably not popping. Because, you know, a lot of the stuff my guy Scoop Master Flex has come through on has been facts. Speaking of incursions, does that make Cap a variant if him in the pod? Because canon-wise, he's back old in in-game, or are they going with the serum reactivated? The serum never stopped activating, Antoine. I don't know what you mean by that. But Cap is old. He's just old. Like the same think about Isaiah Bradley from the Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? Him and Cap, same age, basically. Like they probably entered the war at the same time. No cap. Like no lies. Like legit, probably at the same time or a little bit more staggered, like 5 years apart, 10 at the most. So they are the same age. They are hella old, right? They can live to be. They still age the same way, and all of that still happens, but it's just different. It's not you know what I mean? It's because it happens very slowly. Is Gravik really dead? He can just heal himself from the blast. May take some time, but is he? We really don't know. What's probably going to happen is the DOD is going to come and confiscate the body, or Thunderbolts are going to come through and confiscate his body and try to put him on their team. Don't think that's going to happen, though. I think bro's really dead. She hit him with the Kamehameha through the chest, and that happened, and that was pretty cool. This is so low-key good for a non-superpower lead in Nick Fury. I think it's amazing. The team is separate like Infinity War. Shang-Chi is different. You know, like I wouldn't take that leak that you saw as facts, because the stuff with Shang-Chi, like he's going to be on like the Agents of Atlas, and like there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So I wouldn't go around just saying like that's what's going to happen, because other things are going on. Like the MCU is spreading out insanely. So is it, you know, and that script probably been scrapped. The one that was leaked so long ago. Kind of surprised there was no after credit scene for a Marvel show. Guess since it's leading straight into the Marvels, the movie, it didn't need one. The last 10 to 15 minutes was a post credit scene. Fury talking to the president was the post credit scene. Fury talking to his wife, also the post credit scene. Homegirl getting picked up by the Secret Service agent lady, that was also a post credit scene. You know what I mean? Like all of those were post credit scenes in themselves. That's why there was no one post credit scene, because it's like what is the post credit scene usually used for? It's to establish what's going to happen next in the MCU. We don't need a post-credit scene if they already established what's going to happen next within the show or within the movie that we're watching. So, just gonna put that out there, just in case anybody was mad that we didn't get one. Because I wasn't surprised. Like literally, when I was watching it, I was like, bro, we are not getting a post-credit scene, because this is our post-credit scene right here, and I love that. Rhodey had a robe on. It looked like one he wore when he went to the MRI on Civil War. Yep. And if we know Marvel, it probably is the same damn robe. Gaia for Emperor of the Multiverse. Man, that would not happen. They really trying to say Rhodey got taken away in Civil War? I think so. What a twist if it's true, though. Facts. Know who is king? You know who's king of the Kree Skrull Alliance? Hulkling, Young Avengers, Agents of Atlas member. Both teams are coming very soon. Like I was just trying to say, yo, dropping from Mike Beasley himself, yo. I'm telling you, yo. The universe is getting built, bro. The universe is getting built. Hulkling is definitely coming real soon. Young Avengers are about to be on the rise. Just wait for the Marvels and wait for, you know, that post-credit scene. Agents of Atlas is also being set up, and Agents of Atlas is going to have Shang-Chi. It's going to have Jimmy Woo being like the Nick Fury type of character for it, and more, yo. I'm telling you guys, like, the universe is about to be insane. We don't know. We'll probably get that answer in Armor Wars. I needed more explanation of Scrody and Kriega, two women Skrulls working close with Gravik. Also wish they had less of Fury's wife in this show. I was disappointed, man. Fury's wife was amazing in this show. The dialogue was fire, bro. No cap. Don't know what you're talking about. I don't really understand that I needed more explanation of Scrody and Kriega, two women Skrulls working close with Gravik. I definitely wish we got something about Rava, but we really didn't need anything, because it didn't matter. Like, it just didn't matter. That it didn't matter who she was. It more matters that Rhodey is a Skrull and what that means for the universe, not just, you know, like, no matter how predictable it was that Rhodey is a Skrull, we do not predict what's going to happen because he's a Skrull. Those are two very different things that I think people are dissociating from each other. Facts. This is a fact. It has not been written yet. They had to fire the previous writer, so they probably had to restart anyways. Yeah, they had to restart. Well, no, the same dude is still for Kang Dynasty. Yeah, Shang-Chi 2 director, or the no. I'm tripping. He's the director, not the writer. I got the names. Let's see. Drop them. Drop the names, brother. Spidey, Mr. Fantastic, Star-Lord, and several others have to study incursions to unite a team of Avengers and across the multiverse to stop Kang and his variants from a multiversal war. Ghost, Thanos, Cap, Corvus, Glaive, Outrider, Proxima Midnight, Captain Marvel, Abomination, Mantis, Colobsidian, Drax, Korg, Ebony Maw, Frost Beast, Hulk, Shatari, Valkyrie, Thor, Gamora, Flora, Colossus, and the Winter Soldier. Holy shit. Exclamation points. Add bucks to my guy Mike Beasy, yo. Let's go ahead and drop that 1K on him because he come through with that. Secret Invasion was amazing. Yeah, I agree. It was pretty damn good. It's about to be crazy. If you are saying you have inside knowledge and are giving actual spoilers, I'll time you out. We don't do spoilers here. Yeah. Gaia found Rhodey in a hospital gown, not street clothes or uniform, so it has to be after he got hurt. But when did they take Ross? Before he was arrested? Possibly before he was arrested, and that could be why he was so surprised to see Okoye break him out. But I don't think so, because they would have needed time to scan him and get his thoughts and his brains and all that stuff, so they know what's going on. But they have a Super Skrull in the comics. Had to be someone else. Not sure what you're talking about by that. Guy's not the strongest. She's just a Skrull. Easy to eliminate. Look at how she took out Gravik. Yeah. Without that healing factor, and that healing factor is literally just on a minute level. That's not like, hey, you get shot in the head and you can just come back to life. Nah, son. You're dead if you get hit too hard. Like, for sure. Guy is now the most powerful character in the MCU, even more powerful than Carol Danvers, Thor, the Hulk, Scarlet Witch, you name it. You name it is crazy. What are we doing here? Nah, son. No, y'all are really not understanding how this is working. She literally has the power of every single hero. Nah, yes. She has a fraction of the power of every single hero. She's not like, it's not like she can just. No. If that was possible, she wouldn't have had to use Mantis in order to beat bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not strong as shit. Time him for lying at this point. She got eternal DNA from Thanos. Yeah, that's true, but we don't know about. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Real Rhodey got his lick back. Yeah, facts. We got to get his lick back. Yeah, I agree. She has literally every hero's power. Yes, but that doesn't mean anything. Should have been like 20 minutes longer. You were warned, bro. You will. Hey, you'll get it, yo. You will get teamed out, my G. I never lost hope in Marvel, but this was bad. I would like to know why you feel that way. I am pretty sure Marvel will make sure Gaia gets nerfed so she's on a better fighting ground against other characters. There is no way they are going to make the best. Yo, she's not the best hero, yo. I don't understand why you guys keep saying that, yo. I don't understand. That's crazy. That's crazy that's just the assumption you went to automatically. Like, y'all know that the Super Skrulls get beat all the time, my guy, in the comics, right? Like, just because bruh had all the powers of the Fantastic Four didn't mean he automatically was better than the Fantastic Four. Like, nah. That's not. Like, that's why he's a threat, is because he has the powers of the Fantastic Four. You know what I mean? But he's not better than them or stronger than them. He just has the powers of all of them. And that's why, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Gaia with Drax' arm was interesting. Didn't expect that. That was probably the worst part for me. Like, that's what I saw. That's what I thought looked the worst. I just want to know how it's going to work. I want to know how it's going to work. How on one end we have Hawkeye and the other Nova. It's going to be very similar to how we have Falcon on one side, or Captain America, excuse me, on one side, and then Captain Marvel on the other. Or even how we had the Guardians of the Galaxy on one side, and then, you know, the Avengers on the other. Or, you know, how we have, like, Spider-Man, and then, you know, insert character name here. It's already happened, bro. Secret Invasion opens a lot for more projects. Facts. They just entered Armor Wars. Yes, sir. Roads were, yeah. That was definitely interesting. I wasn't ready for that. There were a lot of people they had taken control of. Wonder if there were any other heroes among them. That's a fact. It's very possible that we could have seen some other heroes around for sure. That's definitely possible, Paul. No cap. The final episode was awesome. Should have been an hour, not gonna lie. I would have loved to get an hour of this, bro. That would have been great. I thought we were going on to Sword Base, bro. I was about to pass out. If we would have went on to the Sword Base and got to see something, yeah, y'all wouldn't even be talking to me right now because I'd have been on the float. The idea behind the show had so much potential. I don't agree that they made garbage out of it. Especially, it's hard to say that it had so much potential when the potential that's coming from the show, we still haven't even seen it yet, you know? Like, there's still more coming. This isn't it. It's just the show's over. The Secret Invasion isn't over. The show is over. The limited series, if you will. Everyone else was walking fine. Rhodey was all busted up like he never got the physical therapy we saw him do at one point with those tech-assisted braces. Yes, that's very true. Or that could be due to him not having those braces anymore and possibly being malnourished from being in that machine for so long because they probably wasn't giving him all the things that he needed in order to be better. Right? I think that's very possible. Yo, Jackmaster Fresh. Yo, I appreciate you. Welcome to the Super Fan. Make sure you join the Discord to join the discourse. You feel me? Weird how it was 38 when like episode 2 was 58. Yeah, I do agree with that. I do not understand the time length and how they handle time at Marvel. I don't understand that completely at all. But if I'm not mistaken, that has happened with all the shows that we've been watching. I think that even happened with Andor. I think it happened with The Last of Us. I think it happened with House of the Dead, maybe. I can't remember the House of the Dead, really. The CGI looked a little rough, but it was cool to see the Skrulls using Avengers powers. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It was a little rough. I don't think it was the roughest we've seen, and I don't think it was the best we've seen, but it definitely was a little rough here and there. But for it being a damn show, probably some of the best hero CGI we've seen. Like, we've never seen this in like the CW or nothing like that. You know, none of the other shows that we've gotten on this scale have ever accomplished anything on this scale with the CGI. And that's crazy. That's definitely saying something. The CGI in The Flash was trash, and this had the same budget as The Flash. And this was a show, and that's why the CGI is nowhere near as terrible as The Flash's CGI. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we start looking at things a little bit more, I guess, objectively, we start to see more of the story come together. I thought for a second Fury had superpowers before it was revealed to be Gaia. I think we all were like I was also like, wait a minute. Because I didn't know if it was going to be Gaia or if they were just going to be like, oh, Fury, you have powers now because you're in this machine. LOL, Avengers Assemble animated show had way better Secret Invasion plotline than this crap. I mean, animated stuff is always a lot easier to accomplish any comic book superhero vibe, period. So I haven't seen it, but it probably is better, and it should be better because they're able to add any hero that they want and do whatever they want with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely different. This show is big waste of time. Definitely disagree. Ross is in episode 1 outfit, so that doesn't help with when he was taken. If he's in the episode 1 outfit, then he was taken right before episode 1 happened. Right before we saw it, he was taken. If that's true, then that's what that answer is, Sammy. If he's in the episode 1 costume, then that means when he got the call, they probably intercepted the call and then kidnapped him. Because Secret Invasion isn't a crossover event. Secret Invasion is a crossover. What? What? Did Beto die last episode? Yes, he was murdered along with all the other Skrulls that were in that room. All of them are dead. Murdered by Gravik, Super Skrull. If Rhodey was replaced right after he was injured from Civil War, that means Rhodey only's time in the Avengers was in Age of Ultron, which if you think about it, is a bit sad, not gonna lie. What? I don't know. If Rhodey was replaced right after he was injured from Civil War, that means his only time in the Avengers was in Age of Ultron. Yeah. Yeah, because right after Age of Ultron, well, because Civil War, of course, we can't drop out Civil War because that definitely happened. So Age of Ultron to Civil War. Also the stuff that we saw before that with him and Iron Man counts. I mean, honestly, that's all the shit that matters, though. Like, other than him missing Tony's death, which is probably the biggest dramatic thing about that, nothing else really, like, nothing. He didn't really miss anything. You know what I mean? Like, other than the birth of my guy Tony's daughter, which is also, oh my God, my heart and chest. But the reason why we love Rhodey, it's not like it's because of what we see from him in Infinity War and Endgame. You know what I'm saying? It's because of all the stuff that had built him up to that point, which is everything up until Civil War. Because even when we see him in Endgame, it's not like a big, it's not like a big thing or anything. Like, he's just like, welcome back to Cap. You know, like, welcome back. All right, let's fight. Or Infinity War, whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? This felt like a setup for the real Secret Invasion. Using the Secret Invasion title may have messed with the expectations just because of how massive the story from the comics is. But this is, I understand what you're saying, Monarch. I really do. But my thing is, and this is what I want everyone to realize and understand, is that is how every single project has been. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not new. So we gotta understand, like, Age of Ultron was nowhere near the scale Age of Ultron was. Infinity War had nothing to do with Thanos wanting to court death. Like, just because it has these titles does not mean that it's going to carry over every single thing from the comic to the show to the movie to the nothing. To the nothing. It's just taking homage of it. It is just utilizing the storyline of Skrulls have invaded. That's it. That's why it's Secret Invasion, because the Skrulls have invaded. That's it. But I know it's hard to disassociate the two when you are such a huge fan of the comics or love how it was executed in the comics and want to see that be portrayed in live action form. It's just like, I don't understand where these new expectations for the MCU have come from, as if we have not been doing this for 15 years already. That's what kind of blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what blows my mind. Would have made the perfect Avengers movie? Nah. I don't think so. I honestly don't think Secret Invasion would have been good as a movie, in my humble opinion. I think it had a possibility to be good as a movie if they had more things into it than what they didn't want to do all that stuff. Like, the stuff that they're going to be doing with the Avengers is way different from what we got going on with the Skrulls. It's not like an Avengers level threat. It's just not. And I know that might be kind of wild to hear and be like, what? Yes, it is. It totally is. But it's like, what the hell are the Avengers going to do? Nothing, bro. Nothing. Not our Avengers that we have right now. You know why? Because we don't have an Avengers team. We gotta remember these things, man. Yeah, that is why people had super high expectations. It had no point, had a lot of points. And you will see what those points are when we watch Armor Wars, the Marvels in a month and a half from now, I think. What's the other one that I was talking about? Just felt like a waste and no impact on the whole MCU, bro. I don't even know how you could say that. No impact on the whole I don't even know if we watched the same show. Probably after Civil War. No one is ever happy. I don't think that is the case. I don't think it's that no one. Well, yes, I actually agree. Because it's like if it wasn't great, then it sucks. And that is a terrible bar to critique anything on. Is if it's not great, then it sucks. And if it didn't suck, then it's great. Like that's not the bar. That's not the bar, you guys. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? So yeah. One thing that felt rushed was how they handled Skrull powers. I feel like having heroes' DNA gives you access to natural abilities, but not powers that require training. No, that's exactly what happened. But not I don't understand, because that is what happened. And in my brain, that's what I saw occur, is what you said. Maybe because you don't think the powers are natural abilities, but they kind of are. Like, the powers are the natural abilities. That's why they flew up into the air and then just started skydiving down, because they didn't have that training to fly the way that Carol would. You know, they don't know how to use those abilities. Yeah. Gravik should not have died. I agree. It makes sense, though. The president caused chaos, which leads him to resigning, or him dying, which leads to Ross being the new president. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of one of the impacts that it will have on the whole MCU. You know, other than people murdering humans and aliens on live television broadcast. That definitely is going to have an impact on the MCU. After sitting with it a second, I think that they intentionally left a lot open to be answered in later projects. Yes, facts, Sim. That is exactly what it is. That's exactly what happened. I think all MCU crossover events should have high expectations. These are major storylines. The only one that nailed that feeling was Endgame. That's not true. That I don't feel these. Not everything is like no. I don't think MCU. Whoa. Let's reel this back. Cast it out. Reel it in. Let's start over. I think all MCU crossover events should have high expectations. This is not a crossover event, and I don't think it was ever promoted as a crossover event. Armor Wars was always the one that was promoted as a big crossover event, and that's why it got so big that it had to be created into a movie. We can't judge comic names. I don't know, man. I really think that the fan base and lore and everything is just at a point to where unless you have an encyclopedia of the MCU knowledge in your brain, things are going to be disappointing. And if you come with comic expectations for movies that are based off of comic books, I think that you're going to have a bad time every time. I think you're going to have a bad time every time. Anytime you look at something called something and it's like, oh, this is going to be just like it was in the comic, I need you to name 7 times in history where that has happened. Okay? Like, these expectations that we have are unrealistic as hell for the MCU, yo. Especially because it has never been that before. Ever. I have no idea where these expectations are coming from. Infinity War is nothing, literally nothing like what the comic is. Okay? Saying that Endgame is the only one that nailed it, you know why Endgame is the one that nailed it? Endgame isn't named after any other comic. Endgame is its own entity entirely. So there was no expectations to go from other than the ones that were just made from Infinity War. The Infinity War storyline was told over the entire course of 15 years of the MCU. We are not getting storylines now told in one show, in one movie. That's never been what this has been about, yo. Like, this has never been what this has been about, ever. So I think it's time for all of us to kind of reevaluate and remember, hey, these expectations that I have has never been what the MCU is, ever. Age of Ultron was one movie. That was not an Age of Ultron. But guess what? Ultron is also supposed to pop back up in Armor Wars. And we may see that Age of Ultron coming to fruition a little bit more. Maybe Ultron's had some stuff to do with what's been going on. And his AI is still alive. We don't know yet. The same way we had no idea Captain Marvel existed until we knew. And now we know. Like, we gotta know, yo. Like, we gotta know this. Thank you for pronouncing that perfectly. Great discussion points. People be clowning with these power scalings. Hey, I don't think it's I honestly don't think it's anybody's fault. I truly believe that people do not even, I truly believe that the majority of moviegoers and even a lot of comic book readers that we're talking about right now are general audience members and viewers. You know, like, and there's nothing wrong with that, because the regular person is not watching a show to pick up on world building, lore, character development, themes, storytelling, all these things. Like, that's not what a lot of majority of society watches TVs for. A lot of society just watches TV to be able to turn their brain off and just watch some shit and be brain numbing or whatever the case may be. And with the MCU and with a lot of these other projects and with just media in general, whether it's movies, TV shows, comics, books, anything, there's a lot of layers to what's happening other than just this. And that can either make something a good thing, a great thing, a bad thing, or a terrible thing. But no matter what, when you start looking and watching and getting to these stories, you are not able to just look at one thing and hyper focus on that and act like nothing else has happened around it. That's like, you can do that, but you can't expect anyone else to do that as well. Because it's like me, I'm going to automatically talk about other things that are connected to this to therefore, you know, solidify what's actually going on. So we're not just saying it's bad because it's bad and not actually giving reasons for why it's bad or reasons for why we don't like it. And we're not just saying it because we actually don't understand it. Because a lot of times, instead of people saying, I don't understand, they just default on, I don't like it. And that is terrible as well. Like, that is what ruins nerddom. That's what ruins everything. Is thinking you know something and you don't. Like, so let's not do that. Let's just be okay with being like, you know what? I didn't understand that at all. Can someone tell me, why did this happen? Why didn't we get this? Why didn't we get that? And then there are answers to every question. there's answers to every question, and then that's when it's like, oh, well, that's coming up in this project, so this was just build up to that, and this was this for that, and that was that for this, and that was for this, but they put it all in this story of Secret Invasion that is this big crossover event in the comics, and it's huge, and it's awesome, and all this stuff happens, but guess what? We don't even have half of those damn characters that are in the Secret Invasion comics, so why would we think that the story, like, I don't understand. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Facts. Gravik was too humble in the episode compared to the first few. Humble. My guy grabbed Fury's face. Like, he grabbed that shit and was like, hey! I like that. I like that a lot. Gia Sentry? We're still getting Sentry, and I promise you, she not stronger than him. The ending was supposed to leave us with questions. Facts. These are facts. I'm more confused than disappointed. I didn't hate everything, but I didn't love everything. That's okay, Monarch. I understand being confused. 100% I understand being confused. Like, when I say I understand that you're confused, I mean that shit. And that's why we're here. And that's why we're discussing stuff, so we can kind of help get everyone through the hump of being confused and start actually understanding what's going on. So when these next movies are coming at us, we're not still confused, because we're about to get, like, we are in peak MCU time right now. We are not getting any hand-holding anymore. We've got our hand held for the last 15 years. They expect us to be able to keep up with this shit now. That's really what it is. They're like, hey, if you can't keep up with this shit, that has nothing to do with us. You say it's bad, you literally don't even know what's happening. So how is it bad when you don't know what's going on? You just are confused, right? Like, that is an argument for sure. Like, for sure it's an argument. And that's why it's so important to not get caught up on all these crazy things and be like we saw it happen multiple times throughout this show, to where people were getting stuck on the smallest details. I mean, literally just getting stuck on minute details and missing everything else that even happened in the episode because they couldn't get past that one thing. I'm not even trying to be mean, but stories are not created for anyone that needs excessive amounts of hand-holding in order to understand it. It's just not how world building works. It's not how lore works. It's up to you as the consumer, as the reader, as the viewer, to remember how world building the world, to remember the lore of the world, and to remember all that stuff, because when they mention it or when they don't mention it, it will matter. The radio, no, that was radioactive deeper in the compound where the reactor was. Oh, where the reactor is, which is where the Super Skrull machine was. That's why Gravik said bring iodide. Okay. So the closer you get to that, the closer you get to the radiation. The people were not near that. They were actually farther from it, so not as much radiation at that point. That's why even though Gaia was acting, when she started getting closer to that point, that's when it started to kick in and the radiation level started to go up. Okay, I could go with that. That makes sense. Why do they even keep the kidnapped people alive in the first place? They need their brains. That's the only way that they can get every single, not idea, but every single thought that they might need to access. The pacing of the episodes alone isn't the problem. It's the pacing of the season overall that is weak. I don't know. I feel like, honestly, those first 5 episodes were executed wonderfully. And that last episode did feel like it could have just been tackled onto the back of the last episode instead of needing its own episode in its own. I definitely agree with this episode should have been longer, and the time and the length and stuff was really weird. But I don't think that it felt rushed. I just felt like it was unneeded to be split up. I think it felt rushed to a lot of people because it could have just been we had a 30-minute episode and another 30-minute episode. We could have just put those together and made it 5 episodes for the series. And then I think we would have actually had a pretty solid show. But they decided to kind of split it up. Not sure why, but once again, I don't watch a lot of limited series, so I got to go look at some limited series after this to be able to look at the time and the length to be able to actually judge it, right? Because most shows that are on TV, they have that time quota because they have to have that time quota. This, when it's not on TV, it's like, hey, you can have this episode be this many or whatever, you know? So I don't know. This needed to be at least 12 episodes. I think 12 is too much, not going to lie. If they would have explained if Gaia got actual training, that it would have been a longer fight, but her actual skill set has been inconsistent in the show, I disagree. I think the skill set has properly been shown. She's shot some people. She's fought some people. She's whooped some ass. She's done the stuff that she needed to do. I think Gaia's skill set's been pretty consistent. Yeah, I think it's been pretty consistent. My bad. I was just kind of going through everything in my brain with that. As long as no Megan Thee Stallion in season 2 for She-Hulk, I will be watching. Yo, She-Hulk is the original Megan Thee Stallion. Like, y'all better quit playing. Anything with Samuel Jackson is good. Yeah, Samuel Jackson did wonderful, yo. Biggest Marvel suck up. Imagine not understanding how stuff works, yo. Just imagine not understanding how things work and then immediately having to go to, you know, stuff like that, man. That's what I'm talking about, you know. It's not sucking up. It's just more fun to enjoy things in this bleak ass world we live in. Facts. At least make it good. Honestly, you haven't given you have not really given any solid reasons yet as to why it's not good. Just saying. I'm just saying. President Ritson's speech had Sentinel's announcement feels. Could Armor Wars bring us the master mold? I really like that. Because that's very true, and I think we've been getting a lot of hints towards mutants and stuff like that. Think about how Miss Marvel was treated by the DoD, and then we look at how the Skrulls have been treated now. Yeah, this is actually, we're getting into a pretty spicy world, yo. No cap. Oh, that's going to be insane. I doubt they'd give us that before X-Men, but they may introduce Senator Kelly in Brave New World. Ooh, I would love that. That would be fire. This was a really fun series. I enjoyed like 95% of it. I think it was super bold to go out with Ritson basically declaring war on space, though. I really like that. I think that was super bold as well. And it shows why we're going to be in a Brave New World. It shows why New World Order was actually the first working title for that movie. And I honestly think that they should stay New World Order. 100%. Like, I really think it should stay New World Order, yo. Like, I honestly do. Ethomania biggest... Yeah, facts. Rewatch the finale and still so many plot holes. I was really hoping to be a good story. Hopefully they can retcon a lot of things with Secret Wars. Yeah, I just need to, like, just give me some of those plot holes. Like, I need what those plot holes are. I keep hearing the plot hole world get used, and I don't think we've ran across one yet, except for the whole radiation thing. But once again, they weren't close enough to the radiation. You can do all that stuff like we were saying. So, but I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I understand how radiation works. So I'm not even going to touch that one really until we get a little bit more. I actually liked that. LOL. Yeah, facts. I liked it too, yo. Me too. Yeah, it was good. It was good. For sure, but how long are we going to wait for... I don't know what AW is. My bad. My brain's not doing it. We'll probably see some X-Men before that. It might be. I dropped all the names like 20 minutes ago. Is that true, Merc? I don't see it, Merc. Are you trying to bamboozle me? Yeah, I think you're bamboozling me, bruv. Because I don't see it. Oh, I missed a lot. It's okay. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. She is the most powerful. No, she's not. She's not the most powerful. Please stop saying that. Y'all dummy. That's crazy. The only person who might be able to defeat her is Thor. No, that's not true, Droid. Many, many, many people would be able to beat her. Many people. Howard the Duck blood. Does that mean he did not bleed in the end game battle? LOL. Howard the Duck is the best hero in the MCU. Yo, probably my favorite Marvel show. Ooh, okay. I liked it a lot as well. I'm not gonna lie. I know Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show shows fake roads because he didn't wear leg tech braces. Yeah, and that was a question that we definitely had, right? We were like, hey, did he have like some pill or something injected into him or something? Like, what's going on? Do we know how long he was in there? Yeah. So basically, since Civil War is what they're trying to say right now. Gaia is the most powerful. If she has the power, oh my god. She had to figure. She's not the strongest, yo. She's not. I'm sorry, y'all. I know that's hard for y'all to understand. She's not the strongest. She's just not. I promise you, she's not the strongest. Seeing Drax's arm on her was hilarious. Yeah, that was actually dumbass funny. Did not understand. Like I was like that Drax's arm and then Hulk's foot when Gravik kicked. Those ones were hilarious. That was a wild, weird episode, and it's about to get a lot wilder and weirder, bro. You have not seen anything yet, Benjamin. Literally, you ain't seen nothing yet. Based on the big fight, it looks like Super Skrull powers are limited by the Skrull's ability to shapeshift. No powers unless the DNA is activated. Hard to hold in a fight, let alone multiples at once. Yes. Thank you, Arcalia. Yo, Arcalia. I really, yeah, that's a fact right there. Definitely read that a couple times, y'all, so you can kind of understand how that's going. Just like she has their abilities, but she's not just walking around as strong as Hulk every day. And we don't know what it means. We don't know the toll that it has on the Skrull body to even use these powers or anything like that. We don't know any of those things yet. All of that is still up for discussion and still up for debate. We don't have any answers. If we're going back to the cosmic stuff with the Marvels, I wonder what they might show in the post-credit scene. I could tell you, but I'm not going to. Just know it's going to be dope. And just know it's going to be setting up a team. Instead of the president revealing Skrulls, the president should have initiated a mandatory blood sample test for every citizen without revealing the truth out to the public. I think something like that was... He said, we will find you. And I think he said, like, we can find you and we will. So I think they will be creating some type of thing to figure out who people are. And hey... this makes perfect sense as to why the Sokovia Accords have been redacted as well. I mean, I know that that happens before where we are now, but the Battle of Endgame, right? All those people disappearing and coming back, that's a huge reason for the Sokovia Accords already to be in dismay, right? Like, but now we also have all these aliens and shit, so we're probably going to be seeing some new registration act take form, and that could be the cause of the next civil war between Captain Marvel and Captain America and Captain America is on the side of no, they should do blood samples, and then Captain Marvel is on the side of no, no alien or anything should have to do blood samples for any reasons whatsoever, and then that start like the next big thing. Bro, I am all the way here for it. At least they should have given a post-credit scene. The entire last 10 minutes were a post-credit scene. For real, though, I'm loving the conversations happening here. Just friendly nerd conversations. Oh, yeah. We get big nerdy, and we get big friendly. You know, we're your friendly neighborhood nerd. Okay, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to, but you know what I was trying to do, and I think you all picked it up. So, yeah, the friendly neighborhood nerd zone. There we go. See? Nailed it the second time. I was thinking specifically of Doctor Strange powers. Yeah. Doctor Strange would whoop Gaia's ass. No cap. Mandatory blood screening with what reasonable cause? Exactly. And that is the cause of everything. And that's why I really wish it wasn't Brave New World and it was New World Order. But I'm pretty sure Brave New World is a sentence that was used in the speech from George, man, let me not start talking out my ass, but I think it's from George W. Bush. And I think he said something about entering into a brave new world. Entering into a brave new world. No, okay, maybe it wasn't him. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was talking out my ass. It wasn't from George W. Bush, but it was from somebody. I know someone said something about entering into a brave new world. Maybe it was from a movie. Maybe I seen it from maybe it was a president movie. When Rhodey stopped saying boom, you looking for this? I knew something was up. Hey! I feel like someone said that last week. I feel like someone said if the real Rhodey doesn't show up and say, boom, you looking for this? We know something's going on or something like that. I've stood on the table for Marvel and the MCU for a long time. The series had a great cast and great IP to draw from. It missed the mark and muddled a lot of things up. Yo, I'm pretty sure I've asked you multiple times to explain, and I don't think you have. I think you just keep saying the same thing over and over again. I just need to know if I need to keep reading your comments, and I'm over here. I'm over hearing the same thing over and over again. G, like I'm trying to figure out. Like, give me some reasons. Somebody. We saw Rhodey bleed red after Civil War, though. If Rhodes was a Skrull in the in-game battle, he would have turned into Thanos. Into Thanos. I think you mean into. I don't know. I don't think that's facts. I don't think that's facts about that. Because we've seen that they only turn back when they're like about to die, when they die, or when they are in extreme pain and if a limb is cut off. That's really the only time I'm pretty sure we see something. Because I'm pretty sure someone's blood was still red until we saw the change and then it goes into purple. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think we saw that somewhere. But Rhodes was in his armor, so we didn't even see him take a lot of damage. We haven't seen Rhodey take a lot of damage, period, except for in Civil War. There are about 20 unanswered questions for most of the characters that were involved in this show, regardless of names. What the hell does that mean? What? What does that even mean? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to crack up like that. I just really didn't understand. I just don't know. Regardless of IP, etc., this should have been called Nick Fury: Secret of the Skrulls if they were doing something different. All right. So you think they are using these well-known story arc names to draw in a new crowd? Why use these well-known names then? They're using the well-known. They use the well-known names not to draw in a crowd because usually most people they don't know about. A lot of people don't know about Secret Invasion. The majority of people don't know about the Secret Invasion comic book run. Like, a lot of people don't. Like, just because a lot of us in here do, a lot of the general public, they don't know. A lot of normies have no idea about it, right? So if they would have said Skrull Invasion or something about the Skrulls or Nick Fury or any of that, it's like that's dumb, in my opinion, because they don't name shows that. It wasn't Hawkeye and the search for the Watch. It's not Moon Knight and the understanding of the disassociation personality. So, like, no, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, Secret Invasion. The comic book is about Skrulls have infiltrated Earth and have taken the place of high-ranking heroes, right? The show, Skrulls have invaded Earth And instead of taking the positions of high-ranking heroes, they take the position of high-ranking government officials. And they've been raised as spies by Nick Fury. Like, that is a whole different storyline already. Like, he's used the Skrulls as his own life model decoy type of things. We have no idea how much Skrulls have been used in the past for anything. And that's awesome. That's a whole different thing. Like, the Skrulls are literally helping Fury get to the point of power. He's having them murder people. He's having them do hits. He's having them infiltrate governments on his word, on his say-so, on his go. Bro, that's automatically a whole nother thing. So they say, hey, this is Secret Invasion because it's the Secret Invasion. You know what I'm saying? Like, the normies aren't going to understand it any other way other than, you know, if you throw Skrulls in there, they're going to be like, wait, I thought Skrulls were the good guys from Captain Marvel. And then it goes on to that. You know what I mean? And now we got to explain all of that stuff. No one wants to do that, especially Marvel. So what do? We say, hey, well, not we, but what do? We say, hey, guys, here's what Secret Invasion, hey, normies, Secret Invasion is a comic where all this other things happen. But let's let you know that this is the comic of Secret Invasion isn't going to be anything like what the show is because they don't have half of the cast of characters, for one. We don't even have an Avengers team established in the MCU, for two. So there's no way that we can get that same level of show. We get our same level of story even being told. It's basically impossible with how things are right now, right? Like, people don't even know Spider-Man is Peter Parker. So if he turned out to be a Skrull within the MCU, who gives a shit? Like, it doesn't matter. No, like, the Skrulls don't have the ability to copy everyone's powers, so they can't just act like they're anyone. They can't just pretend to, in my eyes, they wouldn't be able to just pretend to be the Winter Soldier with his freaking arm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I think they'd have to cover that arm up because they probably can't make metal. I don't know, though, because it's not organic. Because Groot is different because he's an organic living tree. The metal's not a living thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different ball game for everything right there. Just remember that. Remember that. So they got to use these names because they're utilizing the storyline, right? They're utilizing the storyline and kind of the plot, really, right? Age of Ultron is called Age of Ultron because Ultron's in it, and it's using some of the plot of the Age of Ultron story. It's not going to the same extenses of it. It can't, because this is a universe that exists already, you know? This isn't a standalone comic book. This isn't its own cohesive comic book run. You know, we're not, no. We're on a whole nother level. We're on a whole other level. I thought the episode started off strong with Gravik's monologue and Fury's apology. The Gaia and Gravik fight is the low point for the episode for me, with the effects holding it back so much. Okay, John, I don't think the effects held it back that much for me. I'm not gonna lie. I think that I honestly don't think the effects were terrible. I thought the effects were like actually pretty good. I was like, oh shit, these effects are a lot better than I thought we were gonna be getting for this. And I didn't expect that fight either. So I was like, oh, double shit. Like, this is crazy. Like, what the hell is happening? Right? Like, I was like, yo, what the hell? I thought he looked dope. I thought Gravik looked dope as a Skrull. I thought he looked extra dope. I was here for it. When the big ass building came crashing down, that shit looked fire. I was like, oh shit, son. And when she comes out the smoke as Fury, come on, G. Ain't nothing. Come on, G. That shit was pretty fire. Okay, it's past my bedtime. Behave, chat. All right, Mary Sue. Night. Everybody say goodnight, Mary Sue. You speaking facts? Marvel setting up the cosmic heroes, street level heroes, supernatural mutants, and Inhumans. It all leads to Kang the Conqueror. Guaranteed he has the powers of the Beyonder as well. Kang the Conqueror is going to have the powers of everything. Gee, it's about to be insane. Like, literally, it's about to be insane. The next, like, the level that Kang is about to be on, bro. Like when I keep telling you guys that you have no idea, and you don't even know how much of an idea you don't have, because like all the scoops and stuff that I've been talking about, and all the like all that type of stuff, like you guys don't even know how insane things are gonna get. You don't even know. You don't even know. I don't even think a lot of you can fathom it. Literal, you cannot fathom what's going to take place within the multiverse saga and within Battle World saga. Like you just. Also, I enjoyed the Secret Invasion show. It leads right into the Marvels. Nick Fury was awesome, and I like Gaia in the show. We will see more of them soon. Facts, Isaiah. Isaiah got it. Isaiah got it. He knows what's up. He knows we about to see everything that we already saw in this more. I know what post-credit scoop you're talking about, Marvel Bros. Yeah, Cavs. I think you was there for the Scoopy Whoopy. I enjoyed the actors. Olivia Colman's my favorite. Yeah, fantastic. Can't wait to see Sam Wilson, Captain America. He will set and establish the new Avengers team. Yes, this is big facts, Isaiah. I can't wait to see that either. Once we get Captain America in there establishing all the things, and we get Young Avengers getting established as well, we're going to be in a whole new world. All we needed was about 10 minutes through the whole show in order to say when they took people, what the Super Skrulls are, and a few other things they should have explained to make sense of it all. Nah, I definitely disagree. I don't think there's really no reason to say when they took everybody. I think that kind of would have made it a little stupid if they'd have been like, oh, James Rhodes taken 7 years ago, before the Battle of Earth. Everett Ross, taken 3 months ago. No, bro. Like what? Like where does that even go? You gotta just figure it out through the story. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with figuring out through the story. Brave New World is a book by Aldous Huxley. Okay, all right. See, I knew I've heard that somewhere, but I also feel like Brave New World is a phrase. It's definitely a Huxley novel referenced, and don't get me wrong, I love Marvel and the MCU, just frustrated. Hey, I feel you, DSG. I just want you to let me know something. You feel me? I just want you to let me know something. What was Fury's plan if Gaia had lost to Gravik? Just an OP super Gravik running around with no one to stop him? I mean, there would have been someone to stop him, and it would have been Gaia. I think that was the whole plan, was for Gaia to stop him. And if Gaia didn't stop him, then we would have went to, someone else to do something. We would have just called in a hero that he didn't want to call in at that point. The more I think about it, the more I'm cool with Rhodey being replaced for a long time. The War Machine suit probably recorded everything so he can catch up. Yeah, not just that, but think about all the biopics there are within the MCU, bro. Like, we have to remember, the same way that we look at all these different wars and we're taught about World War II in school and we're taught about all these different things, that's how the MCU is right now with shit that's going on with heroes, which is awesome. That's awesome that there are kids in the MCU learning about the Battle of New York. Come on, G. That's I love that. Oh my God, bruh. But anyway, there's stories and there's movies and Ant-Man's podcast. If Rhodes did turn to Thanos, his identity would be exposed, though. Yeah. The show starting off as a spy thriller and ending with a DBZ battle gave me whiplash. Hey, I think it's safe to say that Whiplash has been one of the biggest constants within the MCU for their Disney Plus shows. We start with a beautiful story of a man that is dealing with dual personalities, and we get an insight into his life, and we see how his mom blamed him for the death of his brother, And that caused him to create this other personality from the show that he loved to watch with said brother that is now dead. And his mom just blames him year after year after year until he finally breaks and becomes this other person and lives this dual life of not having to deal with the pain and the anguish the same way and protecting this little brother figure that he's created in himself. And then it's a big ass kaiju battle between a freaking crocodile and a mummy man. Like, bro, that's the MCU for you, bro. Like, that is the MCU, and that's where we're at. That's why I'm like, people better lock the hell in, because we are just scratching the fucking surface. Wait until we get Ghost Rider. Wait until we get X-Men. Wait until we get these mutants that have literal reality warping level abilities, like, I don't know, Scarlet Witch already, right? Like, we're talking about shit that's going to change the MCU forever. Like, it's very possible that we have Wanda saying more mutants and creating mutants in the MCU. You think that shit's gonna be easy to understand for people? Nah, son. And you think it's gonna be easy for people to understand that just because we're seeing Wolverine and Deadpool and all these other characters doesn't mean they're actually in the MCU? They're from other universes that are now canon to the MCU. Like, bro, all of that is confusing. Everything is going to be whiplash. Everything is going to be outside of left, right, up, down, and other field. But guess the fuck what? We're already along for the ride, buckos. So you better buckle the fuck up and enjoy it, because we are chugging full steam ahead. Because, yo, that, like, if you think these things are crazy, wait until you see Deadpool 3. Like, you think that's crazy? Wait until you see Secret Wars. You think that's crazy? Wait until you see Battle World. Like, that's how things are going in the MCU right now. We're not chilling anytime soon. Things are going to get bigger and more spectaculated and more crossover and more cohesion and more this and more that and more teams and more these, because that's how the universe builds and grows, and they are starting everything, so now they'll be able to pass it down to other people. So y'all better buckle up and y'all better get ready, because man, there is a lot to come, and we are nowhere near like anything. Like, we're not near anything at this point. Like, even when we get Kang Dynasty, that's not going to be our Infinity War. That's going to be our Avengers, Age of Ultron. Like, Kang Dynasty is that. Secret Wars is our Infinity War, because Secret Wars is a 2-part movie. Like, bro, we have so much more to come. Normies? Yeah, bro, the normies are real out here. That's what we try to do here. Take people from normie to nerd. I feel bad for the dude that Gravik got killed by Gravik. Wait. I feel sorry for the dude that got killed by Gravik that was ordered by Fury. But then, again, that dude may have been a bad guy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He probably was a bad guy. That's probably why Fury killed him. And, you know, bro was like, you know, did he make a couple mistakes? He definitely was downplaying it. But when you have a person that's literally trying to murder an entire human population, you can't take everything that they say for a fact. I knew it was strange that Fury apologized, because Fury never apologizes. Even bro was like, what the hell? It threw him off guard like a muff. They transform into Korg's arm, even though we know that only part of him is alive. The only part of him alive is his face. I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't work that way, but I understand. Gaia's weird Drax arm was definitely kind of hilarious. That shit was comedy. As soon as I said it, I was like, what? What's happening here? You know? Like, what is this? That was so funny. I hope President Ellis makes a cameo in Captain America Brave New World. He probably will. He probably will. He probably will, unless they do that stuff in Armor Wars. Unless they do that stuff in Armor Wars, then you know that will probably happen in Captain America Brave New World. I know a lot of us are kind of hoping that Thaddeus Ross is already president by Brave New World, but Brave New World might be about him becoming the president. I would really like if they put in, like, I really would have liked if they would have said, like, this is an election year or something like that in this show, just to kind of egg it on. But maybe next year's an election year, and that's when, you know, the season takes place or whatever. Blue Marvel will appear in the Marvels, sets up antimatter in the MCU to stabilize antimatter after all. The Avengers definitely need him on the team too. Yeah, Blue Marvel is definitely going to be introduced, and once again, powerhouses are going through the roof. Through the roof. I still remember when Fake Mandarin threatened President Ellis. Yeah, Fake Mandarin was one hell of a time in the MCU, bro. Like, look at Shang-Chi. That ended with a giant dragon and a freaking Demogorgon fight. You know who I am. You don't know where I am. And you'll never see me coming. Yeah. But it's all games. All an act. All propaganda. Not real. And I love that. I think the MCU is awesome, and I don't think anything has been able to tackle what the MCU has been able to tackle, and I don't know what else can tackle what it's been able to tackle. And yeah, man, I'm super hyped. I'm super hyped about this show, and I'm super hyped about the future of what's to be held for the future of this, man. It's about to be hype city for real. So everybody really hold on and, you know, just come along for the ride, because the ride is going to be fire, bro. It's going to be insane. Just wait for Ghost Rider. Like, wait for Midnight Suns. We're about to have vampires and shit and everything. Like, it's going to be insane, man. It's definitely going to be insane. And I hope each and every one of you are along for the ride and for all the discussion and discourse as well. You guys can become a level 1 Brovenger starting at $2.99 if you would like to. And it definitely helps us out here at the channel. And you get access to all the dope emotes and the names next to your badges and all that good stuff to show off to all the other super fam, to show all the super fam that you are a Brovenger. So definitely tap in if you guys are interested in becoming a Brovenger. Brovengers also have access to, you know, members Brovenger only streams where we kind of nerd out and talk about stuff, or where we do watch parties privately in the Discord and just kind of watch things. We've watched a couple things in the Discord like that, and we'll watch other things. You know, we're thinking about doing like Saturday morning cartoons and all those type of vibes, you know. So become a Brovenger today and help us protect all that is nerdy and awesome. And how Wong drunk the alcohol? Yeah, that shit was crazy. When Marvel sets a show in place and says that something was something else, there ends up being a lot of plot holes. It's honestly flabbergasting to me that not one person has answered my question as to what the plot holes is, and just keeps talking about that there's plot holes. Like, what is the plot hole? And if the plot hole is something that will come out in the narrative in the future, then it is not a plot hole. It is just a story that takes place across multiple other stories. So please remember. I need to know where the hole in the plot is so we can talk about it. If there is a hole in the plot, let's talk about it. If you're just confused and don't understand, say that instead of saying that there are plot holes. We're using terms way too loosely. Way too damn loosely. We're just kind of saying stuff. Let's just not say stuff. Let's make sure we know what we're saying and we do it with intention. You feel me? All right. I think at times we just have to figure out the holes on our own. For example, I think we have to figure out if Captain America went back in time to meet Peggy or met Peggy in a different universe. He went back in time and met Peggy. It's not in a different universe. He did it within our MCU. That's why he was able to come back and give the shield to Captain America. The reason why it's not a different universe is because he allowed everything to play out the same way. He didn't change anything. And that's how the multiverse and time travel theory works in accordance to what the Ancient One told us from Endgame, right? Is that if we go back in time and we take away this microphone, right, before we did the show and before we did Marvel Bros, that would create a completely different universe where this didn't happen. We weren't all here talking and nerding out and having fun together, right? It would be a completely different universe. But if this mic was to get taken, used for a concert, and then brought back right before I did my live for the show, when it went live for the show, then we would still have done Marvel Bros the exact same way, and we would still end up at this point that we are right now. So when Captain America went back in time, he was going back in time to basically do that exact thing that I just said, was put everything back together. In a sense, think about it like this. In a sense, Captain America went back and pruned all those different timelines that were created from taking those Infinity Stones. By replacing them back, it theoretically, it pruned all the other cascading multiverses that would have been created from that moment. But they were not created because Captain America went back and put them in place. When he did that, he's able to live the life that he wants to in the background and never tell anyone anything. And as long as Peggy Carter keeps her shit the same way that it occurred, because for all intents purposes, Captain America probably knows Peggy Carter's entire story because of those pillar things that they had for Captain America in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They have stuff like that for all the heroes and all the people of the MCU that are very important, SHIELD agents and all that type of shit, right? They have that there just like that. So he knows a lot of stuff, so he can tell her, no, don't do that, do this. I can't do anything about that. I got to just sit in the background. So for all intents and purposes, he lived his life again from that moment in the background. So in the MCU, at all times, there were two Captain Americas until our Captain America goes back in time, and then we have now one Captain America again. Not different universes. We're still in one universe, and all the other universes that could have been created are pruned because of all the other things that were said before. So, yeah. But they don't come out and tell us all that stuff that I just said. They just give you all the information to come to that conclusion on your own, right? It's not like they're like I said, MCU's not holding hands, and they are not doing any of that. They're not spelling shit out for you either. They're just gonna be like, okay, here's all that stuff. Boom. Here's the next thing that links to that thing that you heard, or that thing that you heard. So yeah. Kang the Conqueror and Shang-Chi rings connected to the Celestials set up the Eternals and the Avengers to guarantee Kang the Conqueror. Yeah. Remember the beginning scene for Ant-Man when Peggy allowed Hank Pym to leave S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yep. I do. I remember that for sure. Rhodey bleeding. When did Rhodey bleeding is not a plot hole, because Rhodey bleeding, like I said, just because they bleed red, they can still bleed red blood. But when you cut their finger off, that's when the thing dies, or that's when you can see them, and they have to be near death in order to be seen as a Skrull. It's not like you can just, I don't think you can just shoot a Skrull and they automatically start showing as a Skrull. But the more that they die, the more hurt that they are, and that also correlates to how strong they are as a Skrull. Talos was older, so he wasn't able to, hold his form as much and as long. He wasn't as strong anymore. That's also why it took him longer to break the window. So he, reverted faster than, say, another Skrull would. The body part basically has to not be connected to do all of that. Gaia transforming into Korg. That doesn't really have anything to do with anything. Once again, the body just like it's the same thing as everything else, right? I think you said something earlier about we know that his head is the only thing that holds consciousness. That's how it works for all beings in the universe. If you don't got a brain, your body is dead. That's how it all works. So if a piece of him did get cut off, the same way it is, just like Groot, just like Cole Obsidian got his hand chopped off, that still holds the DNA. It just doesn't hold the consciousness of said person. That's no plot holes there, brother. Great show. The ramifications of this show will play out in other shows and movies. Oh yeah, across the multiverse, baby. How did Fury get the harvest? Fury got the harvest because he had the Skrulls get it for him. He used the Skrulls, his secret spy Skrulls that he had planted within the governments of the world. By the way, let's not forget that Fury is the one that planted them in a lot of those places. He had them, all go across the Battle of Endgame and recover a shit ton of all of that stuff. DOD, which is the damage control, or DC, excuse me, right? DODC, there you go. The Department of Damage Control in the MCU, they go back and they clean up all the stuff, right? But I don't think they keep every single thing. They probably keep all the things that aren't crazy, and then no doubt Nick Fury comes through and is like, hey, Betty, yeah, give us that. You definitely can't have that. Give me that. And let's get a little bit of that, Or Fury is just Fury, and he doesn't take anything, and he just collects samples. All they need is a cotton swab, and they got the DNA. You know what I mean? Or a little piece of it at the very least, So no plot. Once again, no plot holes there. You know what I mean? What do you think Nick Fury's role will be in the Marvels? Do you think he'll tell Carol about the harvest? Bro, we're talking about Nick Fury here. Hell no, he ain't telling Carol. He ain't telling nobody about nothing that happened, except for the Secret Invasion stuff. He might say something about the blood. Not gonna lie, because if he doesn't, maybe his wife will. But moreover, I think Nick Fury is just kind of gonna be babysitting everything. And like he said at the end of the show, they're doing negotiations between the Kree and the Skrull because they want to do peace treaties type of thing. So that enters a whole new level of cosmic side of shit happening. I wonder if in Captain America Winter Soldier a Skrull died for Fury. That's very possible. It's very possible that Fury was actually hurt. Excuse me. It's very possible that Fury was actually hurt for the duration of that movie, and that was actually Talos that took his place. It's possible. Did it happen? Probably not. But is it possible? Yeah. We really don't know when we've seen Nick Fury. It's kind of like when they introduced the life model decoys in the comic books, and it was like, yo, we've never met Nick Fury. He's always been on the moon. It's something like that, but more of, we don't know when we've actually seen Nick Fury. One of them could have been Talos. Shit, some of them agents could have been Skrulls. And I love that Gravik was the youngest Skrull as well. I don't think I knew that until this episode. I might have missed that being said somewhere. Okay. And with all that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in with us today on today's episode of Marvel Bros. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on all social medias at Marvel Bros. To stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. And you can also keep up to date with me on my social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions about all the particular things that I may be partaking in at that particular time. And boom. because we be talking about a lot, we be doing a lot, we be nerding out a lot on Twitter, on everything, on all of the stuff, bro. For real, for real, for real. So I definitely hope everybody appreciated it. If you guys are tuning in at the end, you can definitely go back and catch it from the replay. I mean, we've been talking for a really, 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 really long time. So I might take this, I might cut all of this and turn it into like a podcast episode or something like that. So a lot of people are able to go back and listen and kind of join in on the conversation and discourse, even post this. And you guys can definitely jump into the Discord to join the discourse and discuss a lot more things that we talk about all the time within the Cord. I hope I see you guys here again, because we're going to be nerding out a lot, and doing a lot as well. So I definitely appreciate you guys, for real. Okay, I'll read these last couple of comments before we get out of there. Galaga guy from the first Avengers was definitely a Skrull. Oh, yeah, Galaga guy. Yeah, that man's playing Galaga. He thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. Maybe the reason why Miss Marvel is at home is because of the chaos happening from Secret Invasion. That actually would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. I'd be down for that. And Captain Marvel, Fury says he can't eat a sandwich if it is cut diagonal, and he ate one diagonal. That's very true, but Captain Marvel, you have to remember, that was about 30 years ago in the past from when we actually see that movie. Fury is a completely different person from then, and it's very likely that he does different things. And it's also possible, once again, that could have been Talos. Just saying. It's just possible that could have been Talos. I'm not saying that it was, but I'm just saying it's possible that it could have been. You know what I mean? We never know where Talos was in the MCU, and I think that leaves a lot of a mystery. Like, oh, bro, when was it Talos? When was it Nick Fury? When was it this? When did that happen? It leaves a lot of mystery that I think that Nick Fury should be shrouded in. In all honesty, like, Nick Fury should be shrouded in a lot of mystery. We are 2 likes away from 40 likes, so if you guys are here still watching, please drop a like. It would help tremendously here on the channel, and I definitely appreciate the love. I like the show, but the finale was super disappointing. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that you were really disappointed. I want to know what you liked, what you didn't like. Join the Discord if you haven't already, so we can talk more about it. And once again, about the sandwich thing, that's different. Like, he also said something about him being called Nick and versus Fury, but also that's 30 years ago. Things have been very different since then. He's met a lot of different people. He's changed a lot. So all of that stuff is just different. It's just different. You know what I mean? It's very hard to be like, oh, but 30 years ago he said this and that didn't hold up now. It's like, well, yeah. He also wasn't married to a Skrull 30 years ago. So his life is just different. Things change, shit change, people change. And sometimes people like to eat their sandwiches diagonal. Sometimes they like to eat them cut horizontal. Sometimes it changes. Hey, we hit 40 likes. I definitely appreciate y'all, yo. Let's go. Y'all are amazing. Yo, it's all about y'all, yo. I definitely appreciate y'all, yo. Y'all make it fun. Y'all make it amazing. Y'all make it great. I hope you all subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and join the discussion that we have all the time. Every Monday we go live and talk about different stuff. Tuesday, we try to do trailer reactions and stuff like that. We do trailer reactions. We do, Marvelous Monday, where we talk about pop culture news and other things that are important. We talk about scoops for Marvel and DC and Star Wars, everything, all things Marvel, everything pop culture, everything nerdy, all of the above. We talk about it here all the time, yo, for real. So I hope you guys are able to join the conversations, join the discourse, and, if you guys are new here, definitely understand that there's no hard feelings for anything, but if you say something, I'm gonna ask you to clarify. I'm gonna single you out. I'm not gonna call you out, but I'm gonna single you out with your comment and stuff like that, because I like to have discussions, and I like to have discourse, and I like to nerd out with you guys, because that's what it's all about. One of the best parts of being a nerd is being able to share the thing that you love with other people that also love it just as much as you do, and some people love it more. And I think that's just an amazing thing, and I don't want that to ever go away from nerddom. So I will do everything that I can to keep that going and keep that cracking. And don't worry if you're a normie, because around here we try to take normies to nerds so everyone can know what's going on. And everybody can nerd out, and we can all be locked in, and we can all stay on top of the things that are coming out in the MCU in the future, and being able to understand what's happened in the past, because everything weaves together, and it creates a really big, amazing storyline that's never been done before. And of course, there are going to be plot holes when you get to that type of thing. But overall, you're not going to have to really worry about, I don't think we're going to go into this place of a lot of plot holes in the future, just because I think Marvel has really established themselves pretty damn well. And I think they've established their world pretty damn well, to where, the things that they forget about, they go back and they tap into it from something else. You can say that they retcon things, but really, they leave stories open so they can grab that and then be like, okay, let's pull that all the way over here. I mean, think about it. We saw Sword in like one of the first Iron Man movies, or the first Avengers movies. We saw the Sword compound. So that means who knows how long Nick Fury has been working on that saber base. Who knows how long all that shit has been going on. Like we already had Sword established in the MCU before all this wild shit was happening. So when you just start thinking about little things like that and are able to connect all these little dots together that have been there, and you start seeing these seeds flourish into bigger and brighter things, it just makes it fucking awesome to be able to get here and nerd out with other people and be able to pick up on some stuff that you didn't see, or share something that you saw that someone else didn't. Like there is literally nothing better than being able to nerd out on that level. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all for being here and allowing me to nerd out with y'all, and I appreciate y'all nerding out with me here as well. What's up with it off topic? Can't argue with that. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just subscribed. Hey, I appreciate you. Off topic. You going to bed? Maybe. Yes. Did I miss everything? Yeah, I'm sorry. You missed everything. But you can definitely drop a re-whizzle. You can drop a rewindy mindy and, rewind it and check it out. Like I said, I'll put this out. I'll edit this down to like the end of the watch party part, I won't put in where we're watching the show, but I'll take just all this discourse at the end, and I'll put this out as its own podcast or video on the channel, so you guys can watch it. Because I know a lot of people will just sit here and watch something for 2 hours and catch up on all the stuff and be able to drop. I know that people will, because I'm one of those people that'll do something like that. So I know some of you guys are too. And I definitely know that some of you guys are bummed that you might miss out on it and all that stuff. And anybody that is watching on the rewatch, if you guys are watching this on YouTube as a rewatch and you're at this part right now, you're awesome. You're an honorary Brovenger. And for everyone that's here in the chat 3 hours and 30 minutes in, you guys are awesome. And you guys are also honorary Brovengers, all right? You guys are honorary Brovengers. If you want to become a full-fledged Brovenger, you know how to. Just leaving that out there. Your honorary membership expires in a month. Just saying. You're going to have to leave your key card at the door when it expires too. I'm just saying. You're not going to be able to be in at headquarters if you don't have if you don't have the badge. I'm just saying. Just checking in. What's up? What was that file about that the military had? The military had a file? Wait, who had a file? I'm confused. I will use you and you will use me. The classified one? Who had it? Gaia didn't even know there was that many people. That's insane. Gaia didn't even know that there was that many people that were Skrulls. Yo, ending the episode with murdering people off on live national television and people still saying that this show has nothing to do with the wider MCU, like, it's honestly just insane. Some guy in a Humvee? Yo, I'm looking. What? I don't know. My brother watches your videos. Yo, who's your brother? Off topic. I definitely want to give him a shout out. My bad, y'all. I was just looking through the episode trying to find the document that Daniel was talking about. Oh. Yes, I got you. I'm seeing it now. Okay. So they pull up. A general gets out of one car. He gives the document to the other person. And then they drive away from each other. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that came back. I don't think we ever saw that damn Humvee again. That could very well have something to do with how they can discover who's who, you know, within the Skrulls and stuff like that. I think that's very possible. But that happens before. Or did that have to do with them launching the nuke? I think that might have had something to do with them launching the nuke, Daniel. No cap. I might be wrong, but I think that had to do with the codes or I don't know what, but I think it had something to do with that. Maybe I'm wrong. Awesome stream tonight. Good night. Hey, I appreciate you, Kalani. I hope you have a good night. I saw Terrence Howard wallpaper in Disney Plus was like exited the Secret Invasion. That's hilarious. Rewatched the episode. While still not my favorite episode, it's not as bad as I thought it was at first. The episode just needed to be longer, and the Skrull battle needed to be a bit more grounded. I think I can agree with. I think I can agree with all of the things that you just said. To be completely honest. Except I don't think the Skrull battle should have been more grounded. I think it should have been built up to that more. I did not think that Fury was going to give up the serum like that. I just didn't think that's something that was going to happen. So the fact that it did happen, I think we should have got a little more build up to that. I think maybe we should have known early, if they would have told us earlier about the Battle of Earth and like all of that type of stuff. I think that would have been dope, or at least some type of hints to that. That's what he was looking. I don't know because they did give us hints that he was looking for something. We just didn't know what it was for. Because compared to the other episodes, that fight just seems out of place, but that's just me. No, I agree. That's kind of one of the things that we were talking about also. You know, like Marvel's just kind of been going crazy with it, like the entire kaiju battle at the end of Moon Knight. You know what I'm saying? My brother told me not to. He says he wants to be the greatest mystery of all time. So that's definitely either derp. That's definitely either derp or samurai. I think that's either DC derpy or that's Team Samurai. I'm thinking if one of those dudes are your brother, you gotta tell me that I got it right. Like for real, for real. They made a salad. I don't know what you're talking about, George. George, what if Disney characters cross over with the MCU? Thoughts? I think they should leave that to Kingdom Hearts. You know, for real, I love Kingdom Hearts, and I think they do great with the crossover stuff. So that should definitely stay over there. So who did Fury call in the last episode? I don't know if you got to this. Yeah, he called Gaia to set up all that stuff that happened. He called Gaia so she could be the one to go fight Gravik while he goes to the hospital to save the president. Yep. You ready for Loki? Bro, I'm ready for Loki. I'm ready for Ahsoka. I'm ready for Gen V. I'm ready for the Bull. Nope. Invincible. I'm ready for everything, bro. Like, I'm ready for everything. I damn near got to catch up on The Walking Dead so I can jump in on that. I'm ready for the Wheel of Time. Bro, I'm telling you, the watch parties for the rest of the year are about to go up. Yes, sir. Makes sense. She had the serum. Exactly, brother. Exactly. She had the serum. Alrighty. All right, for real this time. Big round of applause. Whoa. Big round of applause for all of you beautiful people in the chat tonight. You've made it awesome. You've made it great. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in and making it. You feel me? Making it definitely an excellent night. You know, tonight's episode was definitely a lot of things. It was intriguing. It was unexpected. It was a bunch of different things, right? But overall, I liked it. And I'm happy that we got to, you know, I'm happy we got to experience it together. No matter how we did experience, I'm happy we got to experience it together. And I definitely hope that I was able to help some of you normies become nerds tonight. And I hope that I was also able to, get things going and just kind of, make sure everybody understands and isn't too confused about, all the 15 years of world building and lore that's been going on, because it's super easy to get confused when there's so much good content coming out and you kind of just get in the motion of just watching it. So this is going to be probably, I can't wait for it, but this is gonna be my fastest go back and rewatch show ever. Like, I'm gonna probably rewatch all of this. I can't wait to binge it. Basically, I can't wait to binge this in a day. It's gonna be great to binge this in a day. You know what I mean? Like, so I think everybody should give the entire show another watch through and give it a good binge. If you can binge it all in one setting, I highly suggest that you do, because then you'll be able to know, hey, did I really not like this, or did I not like not being able to know what was going on next or what was going to happen next? Did I really not like this, or did I just not understand? And so on and so forth and so on and so forth. So do everything you can to make somebody else's day better, and do everything you can to help make someone else that's a normie a nerd. Oh, I like that. Do everything you can to make someone else's day a little bit nerdier. All right? And with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you guys all stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. And I will see you all
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update. On today's pop culture news update.
Bye.